Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Talk Your Ish. I think my connection is moving dodgy. Please let me know in the chat. But Talk Your Ish, the fan calling show on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, which is open for anybody to call in. It doesn't matter what football team you support, doesn't matter where you're calling in from, doesn't matter what you want to talk about. So feel free to call in, people. But make sure you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that first and foremost. Run up the likes, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. Please make sure you do so. And that's me, Flawless, on Twitter and Instagram. At Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram as well. And make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV Road to 10K. Let me know if my connection is moving dodgy, people. Like I say, I'm moving internet provider expeditiously at some point. Expeditiously, probably at some point this month. Big up to King in the chat. Hashim, I see you as well. Big up to H, who says big up Flawless. New thumbnail looks cold. Large up to Leon. Again, Unleashed. Unleashed Sports, Leon, who did the same. He's the guy who did the Q&A, the new Q&A one as well. And he did this one for the fan calling show, Talk Your Is. Big up Will, big up H, True Blue, Hyper Edits in the cut as well. Justice, good to see you in the chat as well. Says, shout out Flawless, giving the masses a platform to speak. So happy today because we are getting our Arsenal back, and isn't that just what everyone needs? Laughs. Yeah, everybody comes together to what's it called, to to laugh at Arsenal. I've noticed that. Big up Luman as well. Imran in the chat as well. Yeah, Warrior J, I'll check my DMs in a second. Give me one sec. What else are you lot saying? Also, big up Flawless every single time, says Ed. Ed, good to see you in the chat. Big up Flawless. Tell Ma to bring back King of the North. Ma just a busy man, but you'll get it in regards to, you'll get it at some points. You'll get it at some point, like international breaks and stuff like that. Like I say, you lot just got to bear with me with the connection. But I know you lot can hear me, so that's the main thing. Big up my guy, Surfer, in the cut as well. Yes, Surfer, what are you saying? You good?
What is this? Are you changing? Those thumbnails look very professional. Well, who's doing your thumbnail?
I told you, man. I told you, Leon, who's on Man United, who's Unleashed Sports. He's also on Man Talk on. So he's the guy. He did he did the Talk Your Ish fan calling show. He did the Q&A. Man United one as well. So shout out to Leon every single time as well. Surf is also in the call. But like I said, fan calling show, people. Talk Your Ish. So there's only two rules when it comes to the fan calling show. One, camera must be on, face facing forward, people. That's not because we care what you look like. We really couldn't care less. It's safety protocol. So camera on, face facing forward. Secondly, just make sure you know what you want to talk about when you call in. Doesn't matter what sporting wise you want to talk in Premier League. Again, doesn't matter who you support. Doesn't matter where you're calling from. I'd love to hear from some new fans, actually. Of course, I've got regulars already here. Go on.
I'm treating this like pro clubs trials. You know what I mean? I'm treating this like, who's going to show up? Let's see if we've got any new faces. Something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. And again, another thing as well, if you are a member, it's first come, first serve in terms of the queue. But if you're a member of the channel, you queue jump, people, and you go straight to the front of the queue. So let me get to a regular, someone who supports the channel. He's always in the comment section here. Anywhere else I am, I always see him in the comments supporting. Also a part of the Pro Clubs team as well. A very honest Arsenal fan. I'm saying my Don Eli is in the building. Yes, Eli, what are you saying? You good?
Outside of my club, yeah, I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed.
Love that.
big up to you. Big up, Surfer. How y'all doing?
Straight up and down.
All blessed, man, Eli. All blessed, man. All blessed. Apart from this dodgy, apart from this Wi-Fi playing up, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm gonna jump back in a second, but yeah. What do you want to talk about, fam? I think I know.
Dude, are you sure? You sure there ain't nothing else I could talk about other than this shambolic embarrassment of a club that I support? Yeah, man, it's insane, bro. I'm so tired of my club, man. I'm so tired of the constant, excuses being made, and the fact that everybody's normalizing this BS. I can't stand it. I'm tired of it. I've been telling people for time, this club ain't it. This club ain't on it. I've been telling people that these performances are similar to United. We just getting lucky enough to, actually score some. You know what I'm saying? We just actually putting our chances away. But now you see the writing on the walls. Now people seeing the writing on the walls. They're like, oh, maybe our team isn't that good. Maybe our manager isn't that good. But then you have these top gooners that are constantly making excuses. Like, oh, they'll kick on. Oh, they'll do this. Oh, they'll do that. No.
I said no.
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 Give the manager time. Oh, you've given him time. You've given him 4.5 years. He's bottled 15 out of 16 available trophies. 15. Let that sink in. 15 trophies this man has bottled. 15. It's insane. I'm tired. I don't see how people can just normalize losing. I don't get it. I don't get it. And they just make it seem like it's okay. Just because it's Vibes FC.
Yeah. Carry on.
It's Vibes FC. It's, oh, we got a dog. We gotta call it win. We should call it bottle job because that's what we are right now. It's insane, bro. I'm just, I don't know what the manager was thinking when he changed our system from what it was last year.
So you think it's not? So you don't think it's more? It's people figuring you out. It's he's tweaked the system and it's not benefited your team. You reckon it's more?
That's exactly what it is. Okay, and when we got rid of Xhaka, which is one of our most influential players that season, without properly replacing him. Like, I was happy to see him go, but
you had an improvement.
I want an improvement. Like, we got Declan Rice. Okay, cool. Where's our other midfielder to compensate for that loss? Because Declan Rice is not an 8. He's a 6. He's not an 8. He has qualities that could possibly be developed, but he doesn't have that right now. We don't have time for that. Just leave him at the 6, and he can join attack when we're over there in that area. That's when he can start doing his ish. But no, we need an actual number 8. We should have went and got maybe a Zubamendi or something like that, or somebody that can play that role just like Xhaka did last year.
I get you. An improvement on that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. And if you're not gonna do that, why would you go get Kai Havertz or no? Let me rephrase that. Why did you go and get 29 when you know he's not that good? You should have gotten Maddison, who would have been perfect for that role. Just think Maddison in that role.
Hey, Maddison Rice and another midfielder. You are what's the word I'm looking for? That looks better. And Ryan just mentioned him there. Obviously, you lot have been linked with Onana, someone I'm a fan of as well. Gonna get your thoughts on that. But just before we do, Eli, just hold that thought. Big up to Tyler Jones, because I believe Tyler, let me know. Big up for the Super. Well, I think you've just dropped a super sticker. I think that's what that is. Big up. I don't know if you forgot to type your message. If you've got a question, feel free to let us know. But big up for this very, very generous super sticker, I should say. So big up to you, Tyler, man, my guy. I think that's Australian dollars, I think, because it says AS. Correct me if I'm wrong, but salute to you, much appreciated, my guy.
No. The A is an A. That's the dollar sign. It's not an S. It's a dollar sign.
So what's the one next to it?
I think it's no. So it's an A, then it's a dollar sign, then it's the amount.
Okay.
That's why I thought Australia. I believe it's Australia because there is a double.
Australia and the dollar
sign.
Yeah. Appreciate it anyway, Tyler Jones, regardless, man. Much appreciated, my guy. But carry on.
Yeah, it's just frustrating, man, because like if you look at our attack last season, what we were doing is we were overloading the midfield. And Xhaka was overlapping with Martinelli because Zinchenko was inverting to Xhaka's role. And that's why that system worked last year. And we were creating overloads on the right hand side with Odegaard, Ben White, and Saka, and sometimes even Partey would join up in that side. So they would overload that side, which would allow us to, create those triangles, and that's why Saka was getting all those chances last year, and that's why he was getting all those assists.
Okay.
And if you look at the left side, with Martinelli's pace and Xhaka's presence, like his intelligence in regards to, his 1-2s, and, they just knew how to get around that defense on that left-hand side, and teams didn't know how to deal with that because you got 2 players that will destroy you on the left, and you got 4 players overloading the right. And at any given moment, they could all like interchange positions and just load up the box. And teams didn't know how to deal with that. That's why they were getting blown out of the water last year. And you fast forward to this year, we don't have that person that's making those runs off to the left to help Martinelli. Ben White stop overlapping. Thomas Partey is not here to break those lines, because one thing he was very good at is he could receive the ball, and then a half turn later, he's already progressing the ball forward. He's already looking for that next pass. He's already pinging that ball over the top, finding that man outside. And that's one thing Declan Rice can't do. And that's what we're sorely missing. So in regards to that, our attack is much slower and much more predictable. And then we don't have a target man to be able to hold that ball up.
So the ball can't go forward and stick.
It can't go forward and stick. Like Jesus is okay at that, but he's not Ivan Toney good at that. You know what I'm saying? Or like a big strong striker. He's not that guy. Like he's a guy that's supposed to be linking up play. And another thing that killed us last year, that really stifled our momentum last year, was Arteta's decision making in regards to how we started out with Trossard. And when Trossard, after Jesus got hurt, he was balling out, bro. I'm talking about assist. Like we won 9 straight games with Trossard starting. And as soon as Jesus got back, he benched Trossard. Tell me what elite manager does that? An elite manager would have let Trossard go and cook until obviously his performance dropped. Like, you had an informed Trossard. He was just saucing. Like, that front three was saucing, interchanging. Exactly what we were supposed to be doing as a team. But as soon as Jesus got back, he just bent that. And I feel like that was one of the reasons why we started, faltering a little bit, because we lost that cohesion. And Jesus is obviously not a goal scorer. He said it himself. He's not a goal scorer. Trossard is a goal scorer. He is a very technically gifted football player.
Yeah, I don't know why you lot don't play Trossard in the false 9. I said this on the Back Again podcast, and Troops thought I was trolling. And then yesterday, he was like, yeah, we should have played Trossard false 9. But when I'm a crook.
Man, I'm telling you,
false 9 makes sense. But go on.
I've been saying this since last year. I've been saying it. Like, why are you benching Trossard? Because Jesus is offering us nothing. He's literally everywhere but where he needs to be. Like last game, or the game before he got hurt. Where was he at? I need you in that penalty area. But you're at left back. Why are you at left back? Why is my center forward at left back? Why is my center forward back here with Saliba? Why is he at right back? Why is he everywhere but where I need him to be? I keep harping on this time and time again. Why? Why do we do the things that we do? Oh, it's down to the manager. Why is nobody seeing this? Why is nobody calling this out? Why is he? If Arsene Wenger, one of our greatest ever managers, caught flack for this, for not winning a league, for not winning anything outside of the FA Cup, why is this manager given so much time? Why is he giving so much praise? Why is he giving, why are people sucking him off? That's what they're doing. They're sucking him off.
Hey, yo.
I ain't pausing that. It's for real. This is I'm not pausing that.
You see how these two crooks, the first time they pop up is to say something about that, but carry on, yo. Carry on.
Yeah, but it's
about the Wenger and Arteta thing, though. I agree. The difference is that Wenger had you at the top at one point, and then also you saw that drop off that Wenger had all these years, and then didn't leave the club when he should have left the club earlier. With Arteta, it's different because obviously he's actually quite new in coaching, considering how long he's been coaching, but also considering where he kind of helped Arsenal from where they were before he came in, and kind of put them into a situation where Arsenal is now. That doesn't mean that he's doing a good job, in my opinion, because when you look at overall, even though he's been coaching 4 years now after this season, I still criticize you based on what you're doing right now and based on how much money you spend. I think, and that's the issue. And I saw that Onana link today. this guy tries to be Dice so bad. Because I'll be real, Onana, Rice, and then Odegaard is not a good midfield. It's just not. I'm
not at all. Not at all. I'm not hearing that.
I'm not feeling, and to be honest, I don't know. I agree with 100% with the whole thing with the Xhaka thing. Like people say, I'm sure they might say that is that I say it all the time. I said I made a mistake selling him, and this doesn't mean that buying Rice was not an issue, but I also believe at the same time that they should have thought about it way much better in terms of, okay, if I'm making this type of change, what do I get in return? And I think it wasn't. I don't think when the conversation started, I don't think they ever really had these proper conversations in mind. And I mean, you see in the result of it this season, I have not seen, and somebody tweeted it, and I 100% agree. There hasn't been one single game where I thought Arsenal was actually impressive this year. Not even a single win.
I did see Aaron say that as well.
There's been a couple. There's been a couple.
But compared from last season, though.
Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah.
And Dan Potts could also. That's also a thing. But Dan Potts as well has also put it outside from City. Every challenge that Arsenal had in terms of playing a big opponent or a bigger way, like West Ham, for example. Obviously, I don't think you guys have played West Ham away. Anyways, any big challenge this season, Arsenal had failed to do other than City at home. They drew against us. Liverpool did drew. Chelsea. You got it done in terms of getting the result, but also but it was still at the end of the day a draw, which Chelsea pretty much sabotaged themselves into. United, I think you won United at home, and then who else is also in this thing mix in terms of the challenges that I think. It's just that I just don't believe you guys have that dog in you like that. I know we taking the piss when we say that saying sometimes, but I said this, man. Like, why is it so hard, or why is it so difficult to people? Maybe why is it so wrong to say maybe Arsenal had just a good season, like overperforming this season, because there's every time I get backlash when I say, what if this Arsenal team just massively overperformed? Everybody was the ass. I'll say, you can't say that. Look how we improved the team. But then I sit here and say, where's the evidence that this shows me that you can consistently be there like you did last season? Like,
you know how you do that?
Yeah, go on. I'll let you.
The way you do that is you strengthen from a position of strength. That's how you do that. So you get rid of the
position of strength.
I'm telling you, you have to keep your best players while getting rid of the dross and adding to the best players. So, in my opinion, if you're not going to properly replace a player, don't get rid of him. Get rid of all your dross. Get rid of all the stuff that's not making you a good team. The bench that supposedly have been fixed. Get rid of the players that's on that bench, and get players that are gonna challenge your first teamers. You know what I'm saying? That are gonna push them to beyond what they were playing last year. That is how you progress. That's progression. This right here, what we're seeing now is regression. You got rid of one of your best players, you didn't replace him properly, and now you're reaping what you sowed. And you get rid of one of your best players, sending him out on loan, one of your best defensive backs, and you get rid of him because he had a dust up with the manager, or the manager don't like him because he'll stand up to him. He likes his yes man. Hey,
let me ask you let me ask you before I let you go. Thoughts on the Onana link? So you've been linked to Amadou Onana. So you against it? All right, go on. Why?
I don't want him. Why? I don't want him. Yeah, he's 6'5". Yeah, he's a unit.
Well,
but do we need him right now? No, we don't. That's not what we need. Now, if we would have kept Xhaka and then got in Onana, then I would have been okay.
This is why
I would have been okay with that. I would have been okay with that.
In regards to, I think he's an improvement to your squad, so that's why I understand it. But it needs to be.
But this the issue, though.
Yeah, I hear you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, this is the issue, though. That they can't. The reason why this is a bad move is because there are clearly other clearing issues over getting somebody like Onana in terms of his profile. That for me is a summer signing. That's a summer signing.
Yeah, I think they're looking at him to go in there and overperform, because with Onana, one thing about him is, like, he improves their squad. He's better than he's better than what they have off the bench in that area. Clearly, is he good enough to go? Because I'm a fan. I want him at Manchester United. I've said this. Like I said this openly. If they get him, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be pissed. Because I think it's a steal for what he offers and the price you'll get him for, and the fact that having him as a squad player is a role. He's not going to kick up a fuss is the point that I'm making if he's not playing week in, week out. And he's at the age where he can get better as well. Like, I don't see the downside to it. I think it's a smart move, but you have to sign in addition as well. Like, it should be, if you're looking at Arsenal, it has to be Onana, and there should be somebody in front of him and him, to me.
Right.
But this is the issue. And that's why I come from my perspective. It's like, are they going to do it though?
No.
I mean, they're barely already they're barely looking like they're going to get the striker that everybody's asking for. So
Yeah.
Striker.
I mean, Jesus is injured. They don't have a choice. Jesus is injured.
Yeah, see,
you got ready, steady, Eddie, man. Let's go.
Exactly, bro.
You know what it is?
Stop trolling me, Flowers.
I know.
The king is a mundo.
It might hurt. It's gonna hurt what I'm gonna say, but bro, I think they're prepared to go with Jesus and Eddie for the rest of the season. I don't think
so, bro. Hey, Trossard, don't forget we got Trossard. He can play false.
I actually forgot.
Hey, don't forget about your 65 million summer signing who played up top against Liverpool. Havertz.
That boy is garbage. Hot garbage, bro. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Hey, people drank the Kool-Aid with Havertz because he had a few good games. Or Havertz, good form. I told Troops this on the back again pod. Hey, drink the Kool-Aid, man. I was saying, because when he falls off, you're going to be pissed off. And look
when people were calling for Havertz, bro, when they were calling for 29, bro, I was like, why? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He's not gonna do anything. He's not gonna add to that. Oh, but just think, we'll have 29 back the next game. Oh no. Hey, I'm gonna give this shot real quick before you let me go.
Go.
29 is good.
You know what would have been perfect for our team? I know people gonna give me a lot of stink for this.
God, who?
Instead of getting 29, you know who we should have got from Chelsea?
God. Who would you have taken?
Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Wow, you down bad like that,
bro? Give me Ruben. That dude is a baller, bro. Like I don't know. I don't know what why people slag him off, but he's a good footballer, bro. I feel like he would have.
I necessarily don't disagree. The issue though is that dude can barely stay fit. Yeah, that's the big issue.
That's it. That's why you going to get on that. Like I say, I think that Amadou link. I think that is a smart. Is a smart link. Minority, but he fits what you're trying to do.
I'd rather put the 50 on Zubimendi though. That dude is a baller.
Yeah, it should be both. That's the thing. It should be both.
Yeah, exactly. My point exactly.
It should be both.
Like instead of 29, we should have got Matters in freaking Kudus. That would have instantly elevated us because that gives you competition for Saka and Odegaard in one row with Kudus and Madison. Madison can play that 10. He can play the 8. So that gives you competition in 4 different positions.
I hate you. But yo, Eli, you go. Just I want to let him go. I'll get for the next call. But Eli, love every time. Yeah, I'll catch you with you soon. Probably
every single time, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Probably tomorrow. Probably tonight. You know what I'm saying? At some point.
Hey,
but yeah,
I'm off. So
yeah. I'll shout you, man. Yeah, 100%. All right, big up Eli. Every single time. Love. Bless up.
Bless up, yeah.
I see you lot in the chat. Obviously, Eli kicking off the fan calling show. High level quality caller as always. Very knowledgeable. People, I will get to you. Don't worry about that. I will get to you. Cameras on, no people. Let me get to someone who is who I know is very annoyed without talking to him already. Brandon's in the building. True Gunners TV. Yes, Brandon, I know you wanted to call in quickly. Chat to me, man. Stupid. I know what you want to get off your chest, so the floor is yours, my guy. The floor is yours.
Just get the bum out of my club, seriously. Yeah, don't even sign anyone in January. Just look at if Arsenal want to spend money in January, look at your next manager. Yeah, already be eyeing up and targeting the next manager to come in and take over at this football club because Arteta is not the guy and never will be the guy. It's as simple as that. You know, how many trophies now? How many trophies have we gone out of? You know, over the 4 years.
Yeah,
since he's
15,
been here.
I think. Yeah, 15.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, Flawless, right, is every single Arsenal fan at the beginning of the season, I've got the receipts, said he has to win a trophy this season and we have to compete for the league title minimum.
I think
That's an
fair.
acceptable season.
Mhm.
We ain't winning no Champions League. Yeah, let's be real. We're not.
Yeah, I hear that. I do agree
And
with
right
that.
now, it looks like we're in a top 4 race. Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? How many chances do we need to finish our dinner as well? This is it's a joke. You know, how many different combinations of a front three do we have to play before we can actually score? I think the stats were over the past 3 games, including yesterday, we'd had 48 shots, 16 on target and 1 goal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the reason why, right, because people couldn't understand me yesterday when I said this is on the manager. And they're like, what are you talking about? We created chances. We just didn't finish our dinner. I'm like, look at these players. Okay, you can blame the players for the missed chances. Who signed the players? Who gave them new contracts? That's what I'm looking at.
That's fair.
Do you know what I mean? He gave Eddie Nketiah $100,000 a week contract and a number 14 shirt. And Jesus is out injured and he don't even trust him to play him. Instead, we're trying to shoehorn Kai Havertz up top. Why? Because he spent 65 million on the geezer and now he has to get a tune out of him. Because every single Arsenal fan, if they truthfully sit there, they would have said, where the hell did we sign Kai Havertz? Even the ones that got behind it. You know, everybody was calling him Shy Havertz when he was at Chelsea, saying what a bum he is. Do you know what I mean? And now we've got Arsenal fans coming out saying, oh, well, because he scored 4 goals this season, that's worth the 65 million. You know, how many chances did he want? And then, you know, you got to look at things as well, right? People say, well, our bench ain't strong enough. We need a striker. I agree with all them things. But let's just go back 2 seasons ago. Emil Smith-Rowe scored 10 goals in the Premier League. Now he can't even get 5 minutes on the pitch.
I didn't know he scored 10 goals last season. I didn't know that.
Not last season, the season before.
Oh, season before. Okay, first. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Regardless, that's a decent return. Go on,
so you got Smith-Rowe scoring 10 goals in the Premier League 2 seasons ago. Now he can't even get 5 minutes on the pitch. Trossard is probably arguably our closest thing to Gabriel Jesus in terms of the hold-up play, bringing others into play, you know, being a danger man in that front three. Why didn't he play him yesterday up top? You know, he bagged a hat-trick for Brighton against Liverpool only a couple of seasons ago. You know, there's silly little things like that. And then you look at his substitutions, Flawless. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, cool, Klopp's realised something. That first half weren't good enough. We dominated, right? Yeah. And all he did was make little tweaks. He didn't even make substitutions straight away. He just tweaked a little bit. Right, Núñez, you're going out to the left. We'll bring Diaz out right. Harvey Elliott, you took in, you know. And all of a sudden, Liverpool started to look more like a threatening team again. Then as soon as he makes the substitutions and he brings on Diego Jota, I knew he was in trouble. Because that guy turns up against Arsenal every single time.
Yeah, he has a good record against you. Like, he seems to always play well. He seems to always play
He has a great record against us. But then also defensively, what's happened to Arsenal? Like last season, we conceded, I think, 2 goals from set pieces in the entire season.
It was something. Yeah, it was something. Yeah, it was very impressive, your record in regards to defending set pieces.
And now we concede goals from set pieces every fucking week. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I can't even sit. I blame. You can't even blame individuals anymore because even William Saliba looked like he caught the Bojo gene yesterday. You know.
Oh, you don't think he played well yesterday? I thought he was okay. You don't think he played well?
He did all right, but most of the time he was mopping up mess that he created. Do you know what I mean? So it's all right. You can praise him for mopping up the mess, but he created the mess. Do you know what I mean? So, okay, you know, William Saliba, he gets a bit more of a pass because he's been a very good player, you know, since he's come into this Arsenal side. But, you know, you look at Arteta's talent ID again as well, like Kivior, for example, right? He got hooked at half-time against Fulham for not being good enough at left-back. So Arteta, in his genius mind, goes, do you know what? We'll give you another go against Fulham at left-back.
Yeah, another goal against.
How does that make sense? Come on.
Against Liverpool, yeah, after the poor performance.
We bring in Jorginho to control the midfield. Okay, Jorginho, I thought he was okay. He was probably the best of the midfield yesterday. But like I say, you've got other options there. Why don't you try something new? And then, even worse than that, flawless, if we look at our front three yesterday, our best player was Reece Nelson. And he took him off. You got Bukayo Saka stinking out the place.
Yeah, I would have put Reece. I said this on the watch. I would have put Reece Nelson on the right, and then if you bring in on Martinelli, for Saka and put Martinelli on the left. I thought Reece Nelson was your brightest spot, to be honest. But go on.
But you can't have conversation about Bukayo Saka. You're not allowed to. Star boy. Yeah. Yesterday, when I sat there and I said, "Well, you got Saka stinking out the place. Why ain't he coming off? It's all right to drop Martinelli and not have him starting in the 11 because he's of his poor performances. But what about Bukayo Saka? This is the guy that we rely on, and he's dropping the stinkers at this moment in time. And he's dropping, and people are like, "Oh well, he's only young. He's still learning. Still learning. He's played over 200 games for Arsenal. Yeah. 200.
At that point, just forget your age. If you played over 200 matches, you're experienced.
Well, the saying goes anyway. If you're old enough, if you're good enough, you're old enough, isn't it? But
yeah.
I just look at him right now. He's very one-dimensional. He doesn't look like the Bukayo Saka that we know. He's not as threatening as what we know. You got the PR merchants coming out like Charles Watts saying, "Oh well, he's carrying an Achilles injury." He's carrying an Achilles injury.
Always seems to be the case with Saka. Not from you, but I'm saying anytime he's in poor form, it's injury or he's burnt out or he's overplayed. That always seems to be a conversation.
And it's always PR surrounding Arsenal. There's always an excuse for it. Again, like I say, they come out with the excuse, "Oh, Ben White's carrying an injury. Bukayo Saka's carrying an injury." Okay, well, it can't be that bad then because they both played 90 minutes yesterday. So, come on. And Arsenal fans are not awake to this. They just accept everything that the football club says. Like it's gospel. It's not. It's clearly not. Because otherwise, we want to see Bukayo Saka play 90 minutes yesterday. We want to see Ben White play 90 minutes yesterday. And there's just things really not lining up right now. I can clearly see it. As clear as day, what is happening. The football club have realised, oh shit, we're not in the position that we thought we would be this season. We need to get everybody back on side again because, clearly the online fan base is not happy. And why should we be?
No, that's
the aim at the beginning of the season was to win a trophy and compete in the league again. And right now, we're currently sat fourth. It doesn't look like it's going to get any better unless things improve. And, we're out of 2 domestic trophies. Let's be honest, we're not winning the Champions League. Let's be real. Yeah. But then you got other Arsenal fans online, right? Before the game. I don't know if you see this.
Go on.
I see a lot of Arsenal fans tweeting out about how they wouldn't mind losing the game so we can focus on other things. Bit like last season, bigger fish to fry and all that. And I'm like, are you serious? Do these people not realise that winning trophies breeds winning mentality so that you can go on and win the bigger trophies? Why do you think Pep Guardiola, when he came into Manchester City, he took the League Cup seriously? Why? Because it breeds winning mentality. It allows the football club to realise that, this winning feeling is good. We want to win bigger stuff. And it does the same thing to the players. And look at them now. Do you know what I mean? Look at them now. They're winning fucking trebles. Going to do a 4-peat by the looks of it.
We've seen other managers do this. We've seen Mourinho do this at Chelsea or Manchester United. We've seen Sir Alex Ferguson do it before United, 3-peated and ended up winning the champs as well. So it can be. I don't get this passing up of trophies. It makes no sense to me personally. I get what
you get from Arsenal fans is, we've won the FA Cup in recent years and it's done nothing for us. Well, yeah, that's because we won the FA Cup with Arsene Wenger, who was finished at the top level. Let's be real, absolutely finished. And then you won the FA Cup, Arteta does, with Emery's squad, who he's decided to get rid of and were deemed not good enough. But then since he's brought all his players in, he ain't won nothing. And, I've wanted this guy out for a long time anyway. Even if you go back to, 2 or 3 seasons ago, I wanted him out. Why? Because, when Arsenal fans were getting the whole PR and, it takes time, we've got to address the squad and we've got to do this and investment and all this, that and the other. I was sitting there thinking, well, hang on, Arsene Wenger, even at his worst, never had Arsenal finishing in 8th place 2 seasons in a row.
That's true. He got heavily criticised just for finishing 4th with you lot all the time, or finishing in the top 4, and rightfully so. Don't get mistaken, the criticism was correct, but yeah.
So
like,
what's the standard?
Probably could own that though.
Yeah, go on. Well, go on.
The difference is though, Arteta was coaching. Started coaching actually as a head coach for this first 2 seasons. That was pretty much his beginning of his coaching career. And I always said that about Arteta, in my opinion. I think he can be a really good coach, but people keep forgetting that it's going to be his 4th season. But then the issue is he's at Arsenal, where the standards are like that ain't working. That's why Wenger was getting all the
we did, yeah. Wenger deserved it. He deserved the criticism.
Yes, I've said this before, right? And I don't know if you agree with me, right? I don't think Arteta's a bad coach. I think he's a very good coach. He's just not a good manager. And there's a difference between a coach and a manager, right? A coach is very good at getting the best out of players. A manager, you look at, again, yesterday, look at Jurgen Klopp, what he tweaked at halftime, the substitutions that he made. I'm looking at Arteta's in-game management in particular, week in, week out, and it is shocking. Substitutions, doesn't make them before the 70th minute. He waits until we go 1-0 down before he decides to bring on Eddie Nketiah. Then you're looking at the personnel that he's bringing off as well, and you're looking at players that are stinking out the gaff and he's keeping them on the pitch. And you just think, what are you doing, my friend? And then you look at his talent ID as well. How many duds have we signed under him? Willian, we can go through the route of even the players that we got now. Fabio Vieira, is he off the level? I don't think so. Kivior, all that money that we have spent on these dud players, these project players that we're currently not getting anything out of, and he clearly doesn't trust because he's not willing to bring them off the bench to change the game when things are going wrong. That's the money there that we need to go and get a striker. If I'm Stan Kroenke, I'm looking at him thinking, well, some of your investments have been shocking, mate. I ain't giving you a penny. I ain't giving you a penny to go out and get a striker, and I wouldn't. I
understand why. I understand why you have. I understand why you have your doubts.
You got the excuses as well from the fans, right? The fans are going, "Oh, but Ivan Toney, that's going to be £100 million," and I'm like, "Okay, I've got a different option for you." And again, you get shot down every single time. I said, "Well, why don't we go get Benzema on a 6-month loan then?" Because he might be 36 years old, but that's a guy that knows where the back of the net is. If you give him half of the chances that Kai Havertz had yesterday, at least 2 of them are in the back of the net, at least, right? And they go, oh yeah, but he's too old and he's not doing anything in the Saudi League anyway. So even when you argue with these people and try and come up with a solution, your solution ain't good enough. It's like I said about sacking Arteta, looking for the next manager now so that you can, get your next manager in at the start of next season, work out a budget and this, that and the other. And they said, well, who would you go and get then? I said, Zidane. They said, yeah, but you don't want to come to England. I said, cool. I said, I'm sure Conte and Mourinho didn't want to go to Tottenham. But guess what? Money talks, my friend. Yeah, money talks.
You got a point.
He's a proven winner as a player. He's a proven winner as a manager. What more could you want? Yeah, all Arteta is for Arsenal is basically Arsenal's Brendan Rodgers. He can get us to a point, but he cannot get us over the line. And that's exactly the same thing that happened at Liverpool. Exactly the same thing. Yeah. No matter how many more years of Project Youth and process this and, it's a 5-phase thing, whatever it is. Doesn't matter how many more years you give this guy, he's simply not good enough as a manager to get us over the line. And that's it.
Before you go, Jez, fairly emphatic. Anything you want to add, Brandon, before we let you go? We're mute, my guy. We're mute.
No, it's all good. I've just wanted to keep it short and simple and that because I've just got
to your chest. It's cool.
I've just got to the gym. That's what Arsenal do to you. You have to go and take your anger out on the gym. Do you know what I mean? So
we'll use that negativity for positivity. 110%, man. Hey,
exactly.
Brandon, big up, man. And True Gunners TV, make sure you subscribe to Brandon's channel, people. You've seen me on there a couple times. Sure, I'll be back. You got anything coming up soon up on your channel?
I don't really know. I've got to try and find some time to do some more content again. So Yeah,
Where's
but big
that?
up Flawless. Thanks for having us on, as always.
Anytime, man. Bless for calling in, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it every single time, Brandon. Yeah, big up, man. My guy. Like I say, True Gunners TV people, make sure you subscribe. This is Talk Your Ish, the fan calling show, where you can get whatever you want off your chest. People, we've had 2 Arsenal fans. Arsenal fan from London, Arsenal fan over in the US. Like I say, it doesn't matter who you support, doesn't matter where you're calling from, doesn't matter what you want to talk about, people. This is a show for the people. You know what I'm saying? And we can hear less from Jez and Victor, so everybody wins, people. But let's run up the likes, people. There's over 70 of you lot in here. Let's say, hold that, man. Hold that. Let's go here. Yeah. Good. I was saying, hold that, man. Hold that. I'm sure the chat agrees. You know what I'm saying? Big up to
but I'm the friendly guy out of all us two.
Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Starlord. He says, big up Flawless. It's my birthday. We better win tonight. Hey, happy birthday, Starlord.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm not sure. Hey, if you drink liquor, go get your favorite liquor now before the game. But Starlord, happy birthday, my guy. And big up to Prime, who's letting us know every AFCON match will be broadcast live on Sky Sports. Host Ivory Coast. Kick off the tournament on the 13th of January. And the final will crown the African Cup of Nations champions on February the 11th. And yes, we will be doing AFCON coverage on Sarcasm City TV on the Twitch, people, so you will get watch-alongs that both Jez, Victor, Prime, plus more will be involved in. Big up to my guy Matthew, says big up Flawless, loving the new thumbnail design. Hey, big up for the compliment. Shout out to Leon again. It was him. You see him on Mandem United on here. See him on Mandem Talk on Saeed's channel as well. He's the one who created this thumbnail. What's your prediction for tonight's game? I think we win 2-0. Surely we have to beat Wigan. I wouldn't go with the surely, but with this team, you never know. Exactly, Matthew. You never know. But anyways, let me continue to get through these callers. Again, it's first come, first serve, people. However, if you are a member of the channel, link for the memberships in the pinned comment. You do queue jump as well. So I think he's there. Or is he outside? I'm not sure. It seems he's always working. Yeah, I think so. But big up, I'm saying, from the stateside to the UK. Now we're going to Jamaica, people. Man, like Lex is in the building. Yes, Lex, what you telling me?
Yo.
What's good? What's good, man? What's good?
All going.
Well, go on, man. What you chat about? Floor's yours.
You good?
Yeah, man. I'm blessed, yo.
All the man, them Jez, Victor, on the stay on the good.
Hey, I'm good, man.
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I can't complain.
Arsenal lost. I got a new haircut. Hey, feels good.
So I'm going for all of the Arsenal man, them. Why not Arsenal man that on the panel, man?
I don't know. We've had 2 Arsenal callers. You the first non-Arsenal one. You know what I'm saying?
We need to start group them up sometimes, man.
We had Brandon
like 3, 4 of them.
Eli
we have to set them up. Listen, you have to create an ambush, Zine. So when you send Arsenal lose and you know me, come on, just line up, bro, 3 of them and just slap them in same time. You see it?
This guy, yo.
Get all the man like Igal and them man there.
Hey, Igal, I'm sure you've seen him on his channel and on his Twitter. He going through it, man.
I can't watch them on the blood. Listen. Can't watch them on the side.
You can't watch him, cool, but go to his Twitter because he did that. Remember, he did a few weeks ago. He did the Arsenal Real Madrid combined 11. So he put like 10,
yeah, man.
He put 10 Arsenal players in.
And not side cooking feet.
Yeah.
North
sides are big enough of a problem, man. Shout out to those sides.
The face of unemployment. Like the guy's the face of the Real Madrid Arsenal combined. Like,
yo, listen.
He's an actual criminal.
Listen, blood. Listen, you have certain. Oh, listen, bro. Odegaard can't even make Madrid bench. You can list the entire squad, including reserves, and then Odegaard. That's why he's not there. you get me? No. How you as a manager, right? You step in our club that with winners. Yes, some of them old, some of them young, but they're winners. So them have little accolades, them have little clout. So decide say, oh, listen, I'm going to get rid of all of the man with clout because of my little insecurities. No, Arteta height, him are probably like 5'6" or something, and probably have a short man syndrome, and get all of these young kids because they'll admire me and be afraid of me because I was once a player. Hey, listen. You get what you deserve, blood. And listen, for all of the man that Arteta in, please keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Send all the super chats. You know, do your masquerade, get everybody involved, show your hats and do this and that. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you're not winning anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Number one. Number two, you might not even make top 4.
Wow.
Because here's why.
Boom.
Remember me did say it? Remember me did tell you said
Yeah,
them that have some issues. And here's why.
Right.
Now, barring other teams, them might make it, right? But I really don't think that they're that good. And the reason I don't think that they're that good is simply because of what I spoke about when I started. There is literally no real experience in there. So you see Ten Hag, let me tell you, you see the same thing what Ten Hag is doing right now, when just a fallout with all of the big names. It's because these guys are insecure. Right?
Okay, you reckon it's that?
The only problem is your insecurity usually leads you to a downfall in any avenue of life if you let it take over you. So if you get rid of all of the man them who actually have more clout than you in the dressing room, instead of trying to work with them and get some of that clout for yourself, then what's going to happen? You're just going to fail. So Mr. Arteta, you have failed and you'll continue to fail because number one, the simple fact that Arsenal chose you as an inexperienced coach was red flag number one. Number two, the simple fact that they actually sit and listen to your opinion as a newborn coach is actually a flaw. That's number two. Number three, I know the guy before said Arteta is a good coach but not a good manager. But a good coach usually rests on his laurels. A good coach usually sticks to his play style. A good coach only alters his play style when he needs to. Arteta never needed to change his play style. Arteta never needed to manage the team the way he did. He chose to do that. So everyone is saying,
you just had to add quality, in my opinion. That's all he had to do.
So no, not just that, but you change the style of play for what reason exactly? Because here's the thing: you have Saka, you have Martinelli, and these guys have strengths. You change their play styles, and you are now facilitating these guys' weaknesses. They don't really have overlapping fullbacks to help out. They don't really, because they're very one-dimensional, right? It's just kick and run guys. They're not skilled. They're not exceptional at ball manipulation. Their ball manipulation skills aren't as good as they need to be to actually take it to a point where you need to go. So they'll give you a wonderful output, but at the end of the day, how far will it get you? Because your competition is just better. Competition around you is just better. And the little blip that Liverpool and them teams had last year, it's no longer a blip. Not only that, all of the teams in the league got a little bit more stronger. Aston Villa, you can see where they're at now. It's not a mistake. It's because they invested well. It's because they make good decisions. No, I never expect them to be where they are now, but I don't think they'll finish there. They'll drop off. But at the same time, I don't think Arsenal will particularly be like this overwhelming force to galvanize the season and finish second, third. I just think they'll struggle to finish fourth, because even the biggest point before I leave, because I'm still at work. Biggest point is your shit and you do not have significant injuries. You have a fully healthy squad barring Timber. And I won't even put Partey, because Partey has Arteta has no respect for Partey. You don't take your best midfielder and put him at right back, because no one on your team is better than him.
Man, they got Declan Rice, man. Declan Rice and Peas, man. That's their best midfielder.
Declan Rice is good at certain things. And what he's good at, he's very good at. So he'll consistently give you like a 7.5 performance per game. But whenever his performances dip, his exceptional qualities don't bail him out. And then he does not have people in his team with more exceptional qualities to help him out. So he can recover balls well. He can drive one or two times. But whenever he drives, it leaves vacancies in the midfield. He occupies different spaces that other guys need to be occupying. You still have Kai Havertz with you, who's just like, get the ball and pass it because I don't want to do anything with it because I'm actually shit. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, you make it better and you lane it. And
yeah, facts.
Arteta and Arsenal just have a lane night.
Yeah, man.
Because them just don't make them bed as good as everyone else around them. And it's just
Arsenal fans make your bed happy laying it. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Yeah, man. I like that. Bars.
So listen, if you throw bed bugs in your bed while you spread the sheet, hey, yo, you can't expect to just, you get me? You can't expect to sleep nice. You're not gonna sleep nice.
What I'm saying, hey, Arsenal fans, man, hold that, man. This is beautiful. I can't wait, man.
Hold
I told Arsenal fans this, man. Drink the
Hold
Kool-Aid,
that.
man.
Listen, and the man them saved the capitulation for Christmas.
Yeah,
so Christmas came right on time, my
beautiful, man. It was like an
New
extra
Year,
Christmas
all
present,
of that.
man. I'm saying,
And listen,
nice birthday
and guess
present.
what? And guess what? Just like last year, these motherfuckers ain't gonna invest in January. So, with that, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.
You too, Lex. Big up, man.
Have a very long day ahead of me.
Enjoy, man. Do your thing. You
But to conclude,
you through to the FA Cup 4th round, man. Win against Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
bro, listen. At this point, man, just relaxing, taking it a day at a time, and see where we go. You understand? If Klopp can do a mad thing, so I have bare bragging rights at the end of the season, then kudos. If we want to take home like one of the cup them and probably the Europa League, we must still take that. If we so happen to magically win the league, because I still think that City will win it, don't invite me on your show.
Nice, I will definitely. You
So
know
look, right now, it's sayonara to these Arsenal scum. Because I'll forever hate Arsenal more than I hate any other team, and I don't give a fuck. The reason I don't hate Man United more is because they're irrelevant now. So
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know that ain't the 10th talking, but we move.
But no worries, bro.
Hey, Lex, big up. Bless up.
Are you in the Carabao Cup semi-final?
Hey, are you gonna win it?
Exactly, shut your mouth.
Yeah, you winning that.
Shut your mouth.
He's like, ain't winning it.
Why you punch out then? Why you punch out?
Huh?
Why you punch out if
you heard what he said? Don't, huh? I was saying, don't hurt him.
Listen, my team's in the Carabao Cup semi, not Poch. Fuck Poch.
Prime, what you saying? You good? I can't even be asked. Prime, what you saying? You blessed?
Yeah. I'm good.
All right, cool. Let me get to the next caller. So obviously we've been stateside. We then went back here to the UK. Then we've gone Jamaica. New caller calling in. He is a member of the channel. That's why it's Q jumping as well. My like M De Niro is in the cut. My guy, what you saying? You good?
My bro, man. Hey, big up, my bro. Big up, man. Man's been watching you for a minute, you know. I'll be real, man. Yeah, man.
Love, man.
Big things, man.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Where you calling in from, and who's your team, my guy?
Calling in from London, but obviously man's team Spurs. But listen, my bro, I'm here to cook. I'm here to cook quickly.
Do your thing, man.
But I'll be raw. You know what it is? I don't understand what's going on here, man, with these Arsenal fans. Because you see, last season was a thing where the quality of the league was not really up there last season. So United hit form late, and even the form you hit, I wouldn't have said it was form. It was just a good streak of getting into the top 4, etc. So when I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking that cool. You had one season, you had a little title chase, you did what you thought you could do in that, and now look at it now, my bro. The reality has come back to life, bro. Because you see where it is for me. When Arsenal bought Gabriel Jesus, I said to guys, you see this guy, watch him at City. He's a good player, and there's no denying that he's not a good player. He's a very good player. But it's one of those things where I told guys that his goals ratio is not that good. His goals ratio is not that good. He misses big chances. It takes him 4 or 5 shots to score 1 goal. And I warned guys about this. I told guys, I said, look, he's a quality player, but as your main striker, I still don't believe that he's a main striker that I would even take personally myself. Even when Spurs wanted him, I said, you know what? If Harry Kane stays and we can get a Jesus there, that would be good. But obviously, I know Jesus isn't really trying to be a backup striker to anybody. That's why he went to Arsenal in the first place anyways. But yeah, man, I told these guys that that's one of the problems that you would have. And then obviously now look at you guys now. You're hating on your star boy. You're hating on your star boy. Saka, man. How you going to hate on your star boy? Guys were telling me that he was world-class and now you want to hate on him. I don't understand.
Yeah. There was world-class shouts last season.
You know what I'm saying? And look, I think Saka's good, Flawless. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I think he's good. I heard you say, obviously, like the excuses he's tired. I do think he's tired because you know where it is, bro. When you're playing week in, week out, and I do have, compassion for players that play week in, week out and just getting beaten left, right, and centre. And I do think that he's tired. They ain't got a backup for him. So yeah, man, I feel like obviously the hate on him that Arsenal fans are giving it's a bit.
But let me tell you this, De Niro, though. You know what's crazy is because you mentioned it there in regards to he plays week in, week out and tiredness. The irony is the guy who he was being compared to in the Premier League
It's true.
also plays week in, week out, also doesn't have no backup.
It's true.
And man performs.
It's
Salah
true.
puts up numbers. Salah gets goals, gets assists, creates. You know what I'm saying? Whether Liverpool are playing well or not. So it's like, if we're gonna call him world class, I say it all the time. If you're being called world class, I'm going to hold whoever's saying that. All right, let's hold him to world class standards, which is very. Why are you being picky? Because he's world class. So let's hold him to that. But carry on.
But that's my reply to that is that's where they're so silly, because he's not world class. He's a good player. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a good player, but he's not world class. So that's where they make the mistake. Every time Arsenal do something good in the league, we all start jumping. I see one guy, I don't remember his name. I think you mentioned him before, but he's putting 7 players from Real
You're talking about a gal? Yeah. I think it was like 10.
On,
I think it was 10.
Yeah, come on, man. 10 players from Real. What is going on, bro? I don't understand. I had a man tell me, even before the season started, I have a bet right now with one of my brethren. Now, obviously, I do think it's possible, but still, at the same time, when I'm looking at it, I feel like I still did the right thing. But I said that you lot ain't getting past the quarters. I feel like they can get to quarters, but I don't think they're getting past.
I think they can get to quarters.
You get what I'm saying? So obviously, I made that bet, but before he's telling me, we're going to win the champs. Trust me, we're the second best team in the world, blah, blah, blah. I'm just thinking, bro, what is going on? And this is the thing. I told them on top of that, I'm just trying to get it all out because I've been waiting to let this off. On top of that, you see Declan Rice. I heard your opinion about Declan Rice. I watched you on Back Again when you gave your opinion on Declan Rice, when everybody was saying that flawless, I disagree and blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm not going to lie. That point that you gave about Declan Rice is right, because you see the way I look at Rice, I look at it like this. He's a good player as well. Once again, I'm not going to take away the fact he's a good player, but you see Partey, where Thomas Partey can take 5 players out the game with 1 touch or 1 pass. You see Partey, that's the difference between him and Rice. I think Rice, he picks up the ball, it goes 1 touch, it goes 2 touch, it goes 3, then we release on the 4th. And then on top of that, I don't think he's trying. I think Arteta's tried to put it into him of them little break and line passes, but bro, I just don't think he has. He's a passion merchant, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a passion merchant, bro. He's not anything special. He's a good player. Yes, we understand. Yeah, we're for
fancy Højbjerg. Fancy Højbjerg.
Yeah, Jazz is calling him a fancy Højbjerg.
Yeah, exactly. You know that's even perfect. That's even perfect. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. I do think he would have fit well if it was a Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. I think that works.
That's their best midfield by far.
Yeah, definitely. To me. But it's not there. And then one more thing I just want to let off as well. Yeah.
Well,
you see Gabriel. Let me tell you lot something about Gabriel. Bro. I'm telling you, lot, he's a good player, but he has a bozo G. And we've realized it in the Fulham game. And then obviously the West Ham, I wouldn't say it was a bozo moment, but I would say that was his player, which was when Mavropanos won the header.
Oh yeah, he beat him in the air. It was Mavropanos, didn't it? Rose above him. Yeah.
And I've been on to Gabriel from even last season when was it last season or the season? I think it was last season, but where I think Nunes scored when they went to the Emirates. I think Arsenal won that game, but when Nunes scored, but he had that little bozo moment where I think he went to go kick the ball, he's miskicked it, and then it's gone, and then Nunes was through and goal, and then that's when he scored his goal. But yeah, even Gabriel, man, I think Saliba just brings him up levels. I think he brings him up levels, and I think where Saliba's still young, that's why they still have these little mistakes at the back when they're playing, because at the same time, I feel like you just need that guidance. You see, like how even though, like for example, United have a Varane. Do you understand? Like obviously you're going through your problems and that. Long may that continue. By the way, big you up and long may that continue. But yeah, man, like I just think sometimes you get it. Like it's a lot of young players. You're trying to rely on young guys that had one season that was good where other teams weren't performing. And you know what it is, bro? You man just need to calm down, man. Just calm down, easy, man. Easy, man. But,
you said you're a Spurs fan, right?
Yeah, Spurs.
Am I correct in saying that? Spurs fan. Great first call as well. Thoughts quickly before we let you go on like your season so far, Big Ange, because Jazz is on there. Calls him loves Big Ange, and it says he saved his life. Where do you stand with like
he saved my life? That's the truth.
This guy.
No, it is.
He saved my life too by bringing Werner to Spurs.
Oh, you know what? He saved my life so much. I don't even care no more. Victor, I don't give a fuck no more. He saved my life.
Go.
No. You know what it is? I think I'm not gonna go as far as yet to say he saved my life. I'll say that he's improved my life. He's made my life happy at this very moment. Okay. But what I will say is that I think obviously he's come in, he's changed the system. The system is very good. He's brought certain players up to a certain level. You're starting to see that they can play now. But what I will say, I hope that doesn't happen, is a bit of naivety. So obviously, when we've gone to Chelsea, we're playing against Chelsea. We've got 9 men and we're playing a high line. As much as everybody can say, oh, it took Chelsea this long to score this goal and blah 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 X Y Z. I think it's one of those ones where I think that was a bit naive. I think you hold your place, you sit back, you try to win the game, no matter how many players on the pitch. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think so. I'm just hoping that naivety was just that one time. I'm hoping that's not gonna continue, because I think sometimes when we're playing against certain teams and then we're trying to keep this high line, like how we're gonna come to you, we're playing you next.
Yeah, Sunday.
You get what I'm saying? And as much as I don't really rate Rashford and them man there, I'm not gonna lie to you, playing a high line against them man with Chicken Royale and centre back. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? It's a bit dangerous. But I think in the whole, I'm loving the football. I'm loving some of the players he brought in. I'm still not sure about Brennan Johnson. I'm not too sure about him yet. I'm not too sure. He's a good player. I can see he's got qualities, but at the same time, I think he lacks a lot of concentration. But yeah, man, overall, man, get me big Ange, nothing like Ten Hag. You get what I'm saying? So look, we're live, man, and yeah, man. I think this season should be a good season, and also I think that everybody should watch out as well, because anyhow we managed to get quite a few of our players back at once. I think people should watch out for us as underdogs, not to win the league, but to just cause a little problem in that top 4, little top 5, that little race there. So
I've said this.
Yeah, man.
I like your team a lot.
I mean, people forget, bro. But Madison, before you got injured, because you see people putting the team of the season up. I'm still putting Madison in the team of the season so far. I don't give a fuck, because like people forget the levels that he was playing at before he got injured. Bro, I'm telling you, and the fact that we still going out there, like, and I actually looked it up. There hasn't been a game this season we haven't scored in. Every game we scored at least once, so it's like we definitely scoring even without the main rates. So nah, man, like, I agree with you. Like we definitely can still do a problem. Obviously, not for a league title, that's too early. But
yeah, come on.
Definitely top 4, and that we can definitely do that. So
yeah,
I mean, shit. I mean, get me a centre back first now. I mean,
nah, I hear it still. Nah, with the quality of the season, I think based on the quality of this season, I think that if we had managed to keep quite a few players fit, we could have been a problem this season. You know, I actually believe that. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think, go on.
Nah, bro. I mean, based on how we were playing, I mean, there's nothing really that says that we couldn't have. I mean, shit like what Chelsea, we went up 1-0 first, and then the whole Romero thing happened, and then it just went downhill from there. But we still ended up going 1-0 up in the game. So if guys would have kept their heads, maybe the game would have gone different. But now it's like, I mean, bro, I'm just glad we playing some good football now. Like shit, like I've been praying for
De Niro. What are your thoughts on the business Spurs have done so far in January, and the potential business you guys could do? I mean, you've got Werner on loan. Dyer's gone to Bayern. I think that's on loan as well. Not yet. You're linked to Dragusin, I think.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the business being done?
With Dragusin, I have no idea. I don't know nothing about him. Obviously, I'm gonna go do my research, but I don't.
I respect that. Man said he don't know. I respect that still.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I don't really know too much about him, so I'm just gonna hope that when he comes in, he does a job for us. But you see, as for Timo Werner, look, this is all I have to say on that transfer there. This is me. Look, I don't think it's a bad or good transfer. I'll say that, look, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, as it's a loan, so it's not too bad. Also, the buy option for him isn't that high either if he does do well. But I'm just praying that he don't end up like how Chelsea send out all their rejects to all these clubs. I'm hoping he don't end up like none of these guys, man. Because he's got qualities there, but from what I've seen of him when he was at Chelsea, I don't really have the highest hopes. But as he's a Spurs player, I'm gonna give him that backing. I'm gonna give him that opportunity. You get what I'm saying? But don't be surprised, innit? That's what I'll say. But the business in general, it's just like from the summer till now, it's not been too bad. You get what I'm saying? It's not been too bad. It's been all right, and I wouldn't say it's the best, but I wouldn't say it's the worst either. So, big up, guys, man.
Hey, De Niro, great first call. Make sure you call back in, my guy. I see you supporting as well, and blessed for joining the membership. Big up,
keep remember, fuck Arsenal every single time.
Come on, bro. Trust me. Hey, take care, man.
Big up, man. Bless up, brother. Yeah.
Best.
Big up. Hey, great first. Hey, guys, a great first call.
But you know, Flaws, you know how you say like how I say unsaved my life, bro.
Yeah.
Last season, if that was last season, no Spurs fans coming on here, bro. I'm telling you. see what Ance's done to my family, bro. Like,
He even said he's not saved. De Niro even said he's not saved my life, but he's improved it.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm saying like, all right, man.
Hey, Victor, that's gonna be us next season when Poch gets out.
Hey, it depends who comes in.
That is facts. But let's go to the next caller. We're switching back from London in the UK, going over to the 6. Actually, for the first time in a long time doing this fan calling show, I'm actually looking forward to hearing what he has to say, because I think I think we're on the same wavelength with who he's gonna talk about and who's absolutely gonna get trolled. So big up, you know what I'm saying? I think it's the 6, or is it Vancouver? I just know it's Canada. My like Curry P is in the building. Yes, what are you telling me, man?
Big up. First I wanna say some 2 songs for you guys. So Samina. Waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. You know, just big up King Kai. You know what I'm saying? Big up my king. You know,
Wait, so
those 3 weeks that he reigned, where he scored 2 goals and scored those 2 beautiful headers, will never be forgotten in Premier League history. So just big up to King Kai. You know what I'm saying? And the other one I want to say is we got Super Big Arteta. He is exactly what we need. The Jinko at the back. Havertz in attack. We're gonna go and win the Champions League. That's what I'm talking about.
This guy.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's you know, I want to just say big up to the Champions League winners for 2024, Arsenal FC. You know, because obviously since they have 9 out of 11 players, the Real Madrid, Arsenal combined 11. So I'm just expecting, so I'm just expecting champs. You know, some of these.
Yeah, I think it was. I need to go double check. It was even
right,
like 8, 9 or 10. It was high number anyway. It was a high amount.
I think it was 11. I think the only players they put was. I think it was.
Was it just Bellingham?
Bellingham.
I think it was just Bellingham. Yeah.
I think it was just Bellingham, and that's it. I'm thinking, yeah, because he put Ben White instead of Carvajal. I think he's like Courtois is injured, so I'm putting Raya. Left back, he's like, forget Kamavinga. I still got Zinchenko.
Oh, but I put Gabriel over Rudiger, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's Odegaard
over Luka Modric.
Yeah. He's like obviously Jude Bellingham, but obviously Rice. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, left Martinelli because Vinicius is injured. I'm like, do you not know the other Brazilian who's also been playing a left wing since Vinicius got injured?
Did he
called
put
Rodrigo.
Martinelli over Vinicius Jr.?
Yes, he did.
He put him over Vinny because Vinny was injured. But I'm like, you forgot Rodrigo, the other guy who plays left wing, who scored 2 goals late against Man City, who at that point when he said that had 8 goals in 5 games and 3 assists. He was on a tear.
I'm telling you, like, that being an Arsenal fan is like a disease, bro. Like the shit that he's saying.
It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be. There's gotta be like a brainworm or something like.
Nah, here's the thing, right? Like, there are certain Arsenal fans that they do it because they know it'll get traction. Like,
yeah, Igal. That's why Igal does it. Igal, don't get mistaken, people. I've said this before. Igal is a very intelligent football fan. He's extreme. I've met him in person. I've spoken to him. Extremely intelligent. He knows what he's doing.
When he posted his for the next like week or two, I saw Arsenal fans doing Arsenal 23-24 against Real Madrid 16-17 against Real Madrid 3P against Barcelona Pep's treble, Bayern Munich Pep's treble. I'm like, guys, we get what you're doing.
You know what the other thing I don't get is like if they're just counting this season, Brahim Diaz is doing better than Bukayo Saka. So I don't understand also how that's happening on the right wing right now when Saka's like doing dog shit compared to what he was doing. So once again, big up to Arsenal fans for winning everything since 2003. I just want to say big up to them for winning the Champions League in 2006. You know what I'm saying? And the Premier League against the Leicester season. I mean, big up to them for winning so much. Especially when they keep on telling us about the money we've spent. The $1 billion. Fair enough. I get the criticism. Can we talk about the money they've spent since they won something major? Like not the FA Cup. I mean, something major,
Cup's not
aka
a
the
major
big
trophy.
two.
Let's just
That's what I'm
clarify
saying.
that.
So
It's
the
not a
big two.
major
So
trophy to everyone watching.
I would say it's almost like, let's say it would be even with everything. I would say it's about 1.5 to 2 billion pounds since they won in 2003. So we have spent $1 billion since our Champions League. Let me say that again. You guys haven't even won a Europa. I'll counter Europa as a big trophy. You guys didn't even win that. You guys, during this time, last season, you lost to Sporting Lisbon. How does that happen? The year before, you lost again. You have not even won the Europa when you were one of the best teams once again.
Yeah, but
When Barcelona's
you're forgetting context. They had bigger fish to fry last season. So there's context. Come on, bro.
Sorry, what?
You're smarter. You're smarter than that, bro. Don't do that. You're smarter.
He said his context. They had bigger fish to fry last season. Got a point. You have got a point.
What? Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess they're in that that pescatarian diet or something with fishes. I don't know why they're obsessed with fishes. That's all I'm saying is talking about fish so much. I guess maybe on the diet. Maybe they should be in a different diet to win trophies. Maybe they should be hungry for that instead of fishes. I'm just saying. Just saying lots of. I'm just saying
maybe they should be hungry for trophies rather than fish. I'm gonna use that later day. I'll quote you in it. I'm using that in the Buckingham podcast. I'm gonna use that.
I'll be there. Don't worry. I will be there. I'm always there for Arsenal downfalls. You know what I'm saying? I will be there.
I'm gonna use that tomorrow. As someone asked about the Buckingham podcast, is live tomorrow 4 p.m. But I'm gonna use that. I hope I don't forget.
I just want to say big up to Spurs. Because we thought we could have got you with Conor Gallagher, but I'm glad that you guys got Timo Werner without us even trying. So we got United with Mount, we got City with Kovacic, we got we got Arsenal with Havertz. We just need to get Liverpool. You know what? Maybe Liverpool's gonna get Gallagher. Fair enough. We'll get them. We're slowly getting their downfall for everyone. Don't worry.
I'm very glad that we didn't go to Gallagher because at least we're not going to spend the 50 million now. I'd gladly take the loan. What the hell?
Oh no, don't worry. He's coming in the summer. What are you talking about?
Oh, he's not coming in the summer, bro. He's going to sign a new contract. Watch the space, bro.
Liverpool need a DM, so Gallagher would make sense.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's great for. He's the perfect Henderson replacement. You know what I'm saying? When Trent goes up.
Man United need a DM.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
I mean, to be fair, United need every flawless.
You know what?
Flawless.
You're right.
Casemiro's finished. Casemiro's finished.
One Casemiro's not finished. Two, we have Maino.
Listen, that's the narrative everyone tells me.
Here's the thing. He's young and inexperienced. You need a defensive 10 like Conor Gallagher.
Yo, by the way, if it was me that said all this shit, Spurs would call me an idiot or while I had all this words.
You know why? Because he gave me. You know what? Because he gave me some Arsenal bars, so I'm all for it. He's giving me. That's what it
is. When I do Arsenal Boston, I'm the.
And I give you credit. Anytime. One thing about me, anytime if I'm on another platform and I quote something you lot said, I'll say names. I'll go, such and such. I've quoted you many a time, Jez. I've quoted you, bro. It's because I hear from you, man, more than CP. If I heard from CP more, I'd be more critical of him. Look how I introduced him on shows. It's just because I knew he was going to slander Arsenal. Maybe it's just because I knew. So I'm like, all right, cool. When I see this guy pop up and I know that we lost or it's in United, I'm like, here we fucking go.
Hey, don't worry. Today's match, don't worry. I will be there.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Watch next week if we lose. You know what I'm saying? This is what. Look at him laughing at the thought of it.
Let's be honest.
And I also love when you time the calls, just because right after I walk my dog, when you do your best thinking when walking, I'm thinking of bars the entire time I'm walking and what I want to say for the call. So it's just right. So it's just it works perfectly. You know what I'm saying? My brain's working, my body's in movement. I got the bars ready for this.
It's that sense of humor. That's why I can see on your face because I do the same thing. I know these jokers on the call do this on serious on the line do the same thing as well in regards to. I'm just thinking through bars through my my head. But yo, CP, I gotta let
Yes,
you
sir.
go,
Pick
my
up, yeah,
guy.
of
But
course,
big
of
up, man.
course.
Much appreciated, man. Great call as always, man. My
gonna
man,
go.
every single time, man. Bless up to CP. Big up to Starlord as well. So just want to say it's been a pleasure being a member. Hey, Starlord, man, it's been a pleasure having you in the comment section. And thank you for being a member for 11 months. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. So if you want to join Starlord and many others and support the channel and get all the perks, including queue jumping for the fan calling shows, feel free to join the membership. How you can support for free is hit the like button. Please make sure you share this across the socials as well. Don't forget, follow That's Me Flawless at Sarcasm City TV. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're on road to 10,000 subscribers. We're at 9,275. Let's get to the next caller as well. So we're switching lanes, going from Canada. I believe he's in India, but I could have got this wrong. I do forget in regards to callers because there's so many as well. Hey, big up Starlord, man. You're a real one in that. Big up my guy Shrey in the building. Yes, what are you telling me, my guy? You good?
Big up Flawless, bro. It's absolute pleasure to be here, and big up to the panel, Jess, Prime, and Victor.
Yeah, man. Big up every single time, Shrey. I'm right, yeah? India Chelsea fan, yeah? Am I correct in saying so?
India Chelsea fan, man.
Thought so. All right, go on. Floor's yours, man. What do you want to talk about, my guy?
It's been a very good week as a Chelsea fan. We are winning matches. Arsenal are already struggling right now. So
sorry to cut you off. Sorry, I just want to stop you. The way every fan of every other non-Arsenal fan has called in and it's just over the moon about Arsenal losing. It's just put everybody in a great mood. Sorry, go on, carry on. I just had to say that.
Back to reality, man.
Go on,
it
carry
absolutely
on.
has, because respectfully, I think a lot of them are a lot of unbearable fans. Respectfully, you love to hear some in terms of stability, but some go way over the top. Respectfully, Gal is a fantastic creator, but putting Arsenal and Real Madrid combined 11, even I lost my head with that. And listening to other takes, Chelsea, you are finished. Chelsea, you are done. Guys, you are still a lot of irrelevant right now. You haven't won a trophy. 4 years, you've only got one FA Cup. Have some respect. We gave you Kai Havertz, and I was listening. I was very calm. I was respectful. I said, okay, we don't need Kai Havertz. Thank you for 65 million. You haven't been using well. But Arsenal fans, Chelsea have misprofiled him. These Twitter accounts, I want to really cook them. This Tacticos account putting the photo of Pep Guardiola in their CV. Oh, Kai Havertz is the next Berbatov. Oh, Kai Havertz is the next Van Persie. You don't know football if you can't see what Havertz is doing. You don't know what really Kai Havertz' role is. Chelsea fans, we have been saying a lot of times last 2 years, this guy is neither a striker, neither a midfielder, neither a left back, neither a left wing back, neither a defender, neither a midfielder. This guy is just a player who plays well for 2 months, can score one of goals here and there, and that's it. Good footballer, but overall, you can say a very luxury player to have in your team, and a player that can't work in the Premier League. Absolutely, he never worked at Chelsea, and my opinion always was, when he went to Arsenal, I thought Arteta was going to use him as a backup to Odegaard, or as a backup to some other position in the team like Jesus, or even a Saka if you need to give him a rest. I never thought that he was going to use him as a number 8 and a Xhaka replacement. That is disgusting for Mikel Arteta. And even I said at that time, he's going to die on this hill of Kai Havertz. If it works, he's going to be called a very good manager. He's going to most probably win the title or win some trophy. If Havertz doesn't work, he's going to die on this hill of signing Kai Havertz for 65 million when he could have got Madison for 40, when he could have got, just an example, many other players around the world in a different profile. He could have got even a number 8 player who could have played that role. There were so many players in this market they could have really went for, but they paid 65 for Havertz. They paid 30 million for a goalkeeper of David Raya, where they could have used his 95 to 100 million on somewhere else. Because I was always of the opinion that it's going to be Partey and Rice and Odegaard being the midfield, but even I knew that Partey can never stay fit. I really thought they'll go for, being very honest, if they could have used the 30 million with David Raya, 65 for Havertz, and got a Caicedo, and then you have a Rice and Caicedo there, a proper midfield, and then you partner that with Odegaard, you partner that with the attacking quality, they would have been top in the league right now and would have most probably won the league. They could have really used that 100 million on a lot of other stuff right now, a midfielder, a left back, and it just hasn't worked out for Arteta. And this is where I want to even bring the Chelsea point. And I was on the last show with Flawless as well on the fan call-in. Yeah. Putting the banter aside, I think Arsenal are a good team. Arteta is a very, very good coach. And I think I won't deny he has done a good job at Arsenal. We cannot take that away. 4 years back, they had so much Deadwood, Socrates. They had so many players you will not even take in a team. Arsenal team used to be a team that used to be bullied, easily beaten. Now you see something with the future. The player values are higher. The age of the squad is a bit lesser. The quality is there. The football is better in comparison to 4 years back. But the problem that I think Mikel Arteta has created with himself is disrespecting the cup trophies. And I don't know what's the problem of this guy with the cup trophies. And it's not just this trophy. I see a lot of Arsenal fans yesterday on many football channels around. Like, Arteta coached the players well. The first half, we should have scored more goals. Arteta did a fantastic job. We have bigger fish to fry. We have all this stuff. But they just
Sorry. I love how that phrase has just gone around the world. It's beautiful. You're in India talking about bigger fish to fry. Sorry, carry on. I just had to say so. That's bad for you.
Mate, the problem is if you see his record, he's been knocked out to Olympiacos. He's been knocked out to Sporting, where he should have beaten Sporting last year. He's been knocked out to Nottingham Forest 1 or 2 years back. West Ham in the Carabao Cup this season. Now he's been knocked out by Liverpool. I will even say C team. I was listening to Liverpool content creators and I was looking at the Liverpool team in the Google, and a lot of players did not even have photos. Like, that was a squad Liverpool team they were using. Bradley, like, that was a C team Liverpool, and the club did not even give a damn. It was kids. Like, without Mo Salah, without like the top players,
Van Dijk,
you lost at the Emirates. The stadium that I was thinking has become a fortress right now, a stadium where the atmosphere is the best in the league. It's like one of the toughest stadiums to go right now, and it's becoming a lottery right now for teams to come here and beat you. They're just beating you around. And the problem again is with Mikel Arteta is he's just not realizing the fact that he's up against Pep Guardiola. He's up against Jurgen Klopp. There is no guarantee you're going to win a league title. So why not prioritize a cup trophy? Why not instill a winning mentality in these boys where they can learn to win a trophy? I said the same about Chelsea last week. If Poch doesn't give me at least a Carabao Cup or at least a trophy this season, I will ask big questions, because it's not about finishing top 4, top 5 for me, because I know it's going to be difficult. For me, I just don't like this notion that finishing top 4 is better than winning a trophy. It's better to qualify for Champions League, because there's context to it. Last season, there was debate around United and Arsenal. Like, many United fans were saying we had a better season than Arsenal because we won the Carabao Cup. And Arsenal fans have only one rebuttal to it. We are building something for the future. We are more likely to win the Premier League title than you guys. And fair enough, you were right at that time. But now we are in January. You don't look like likely winning the Premier League title. You don't look like winning the Champions League. And by the end of Arteta's tenure, it could be Ten Hag with 1 trophy, Arteta with 1 trophy. And I said, again, going to be same. But if Arteta added an FA Cup, 1 more FA Cup, he added 1 more Carabao Cup, it could have given his tenure something to really look upon. You look at Jurgen Klopp. He only has 1 Premier League title in 7 years. Now, that doesn't look really good. But when you look at his other part of that, he has won a Champions League, he has reached a Champions League final, he has won a Carabao Cup, he has won an FA Cup, he has won a Club World Cup. Now that gives a mentality to the team, that gives a respect around the world to Liverpool, that this is an elite team with elite players with an elite mentality, but they only have 1 Premier League title. If Liverpool thought that Premier League or winning Champions League means everything, they would have only 1 trophy to show for it. This is the same mistake. I think even Jez will agree with me on this one. When Poch made at Tottenham, Poch always used to say, I only want to win Premier League, Champions League. I don't give a damn of other trophies. I think he, in many words, he said this in a press conference. And in the end, he came with nothing. And he's not remembered, he's not respected as a manager, because if you don't have something to show for it, nobody will remember you for finishing top 4, beating a team 6-0, 7-0. I don't talk about right now sitting here and talking about Luis Felipe Scolari winning a game at Chelsea 4 or 5-0. But I can remember Maurizio Sarri for going and beating Arsenal 4-1 in the final of Europa League, because I know how big day that was. But I don't talk about Felipe Scolari. I don't talk about Chelsea in a season where we finished 4th and had a meaningless 3-0 victory. This is important to build some memories. It's important to win, do something big in the season. And problem with Arteta is he's in a league right now where you can't guarantee Premier League and Champions League. He should have prioritized the cup. He should have went for the Carabao Cup. He was arrogant last year. I 100% guarantee you they would have beaten Sporting. They would have won the Europa League, and even that might have been a boost to win the Premier League title.
It could have been.
Fish to fry. You fried a fish, and now you're going to cook around the world, and most probably you will end your tenure with nothing made. So that's just my opinion on Mikel Arteta, mate, because you have to prioritize. Because I even want to know your opinion, Flawless. Like, Ten Hag, he won in Carabao Cup. Like, if let's say Arteta this year doesn't win anything, Arteta has built the squad better than Ten Hag. But when you look at it in terms of like overall record type, he's not going to be remembered. Ten Hag still has 1 Carabao Cup in 2 years. So what's your opinion on this, Flawless, mate? Like, it's like the fans not giving importance to cup competitions right now.
In regards to what managers are you talking about? Ten Hag in particular?
I think fans as well, like Arsenal fans' attitude was not.
Yeah,
really
I think it's very foolish. And again, I think it's a new age thing, because when I was growing up, we valued all trophies. That's what it's about. It's about winning trophies. I say this all the time. If you're Chelsea, if you're Arsenal, if you're Liverpool, you throw Manchester City in the mix. If you're Manchester United, if you're Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, etc. If you look at all these great, massive clubs and you look at all of the statues outside the stadiums, there's no one with a statue outside any of the teams that I've mentioned. There's no statues outside those stadiums with players who didn't win things. So whether that's, like I said, statue, whether it's like Arsenal with the Emirates where they have players pictured actually on the stadium outside Old Trafford, there's pictures of players. All those players we call legends and fan favorites won major trophies. Whereas this whole thing, they just didn't play well. They just didn't, all right, we finished in the top 4, or we pushed Manchester City to the title. Like, what is this? Or we finished a point off, or we were top of the league for 92%. When you go to the museum, you don't see it. There's no second place trophy in no museum when you do stadium tours anywhere, whether that's big teams in England, Italy, Spain, Germany, France, Portugal. We'll even take it to Benfica, Sporting Lisbon, and Porto. These are teams that I think are Sporting, maybe not Sporting, but I know Benfica and Porto have both got European cups. Guaranteed. When you go to their museums, them European cups is in there. Not when they finish second, not when they were runners up in something. What are we talking about here? Like, it's made, like, winning trophies is what it is all about. That's what I talk about. I'm saying that's why you got Manchester United fans who will still mention 99, still mention 08. I'll just use Champions Leagues. Curry P was just done. You talking about the Champions League Chelsea one? Like, what are we doing here? Arsenal fans will still talk about Invincibles and Premier League titles they won and so forth and so forth. Like, where is this myth that winning? And of course, there is prestige with the trophies and there's tiers. Of course, Premier League, Champions League, that's tier 1. Tier 2, FA Cup, Europa League. Tier 3, League Cup, Conference League. Yeah, but there's still, look at West Ham with them winning the conference over the moon. Their fans will remember that, them winning that, because that's where they're at. Like, obviously, there's levels to it in regards to the club you're at and what your aim is. But West Ham winning that, Moyes, you're a legend there. Bringing them their first European Cup. Them players who were a part of that team will be remembered, not necessarily by us, but West Ham fans. 20 years from now, we'll remember those players who played and won them that Conference League. Same way, if I ask you now about the Chelsea team who won your first Champions League, you won't be able to tell me who was in. You gonna remember that vividly, like it was 2023. So what we did, people, I think one is just copium from a lot of people, and two, just a lot of just sheer ignorance. That's what I can call it.
I think a part of it is also that a part of it is definitely ignorance, because I've seen that around many times. But I think also part of it is the fact that it's a way to excuse your team for not wanting them to fail, or say, for example, like the whole thing with the bigger fish to fry is that just to deflect the fact that they even went out to Sporting to begin with, because realistically, even if you believe here, your aim was more towards the Premier League, which is fair enough, to be fair. Like, the Premier League is obviously bigger than the Europa League. That still doesn't excuse you from going out from the competition at the end of the day. And I think a lot of people using these type of excuses, like, oh, but we had a different aim for the season. And I think, like Shrey was saying earlier, like Poch did say at Spurs that he doesn't care about the second tier trophy, which in hindsight, it maybe sounds, at the time, maybe sounds nice when he said it and say, oh, this is a manager that's serious, he wants to win big stuff. But then in reality, look what he did after he left Tottenham. You look what he has done. He hasn't won anything. So he may have looked back at it and said, shit, maybe I should have never said that. Maybe I could have won something, and then it would have led me on to something bigger. But I said it's like I said, Flores, a lot of people, most of the time, is copium. A lot of time is to way to deflect. It's good deflection tactics to make sure to say that, because for whatever reason, some people are scared to just talk about their clubs in a manner that maybe other fans don't like to hear it.
Yeah, that's it. But hey, Shrey, great call as always, man. Always good chopping.
Absolute pleasure.
Please continue to support, man. I love that, man. Sarcasm City really is. Sarcasm City TV really is worldwide. So big up to you, Shrey. Yeah, every single time, my guy.
So much, man. Absolute pleasure, man.
Every single time, man. Big up to Shrey. Great call as always, man. Very, very knowledgeable, man. Very knowledgeable. To Luca, you saying that to me? He says, I don't even know. Are you talking to Sheik? I presume you're talking to Sheik, but let me know in the chat. But we're going to keep the callers rolling through as well. And someone else who's called in, I believe this is the second time. London, I believe. Also, I think Spurs fan, but I could be wrong. Rafish, what are you telling me? You good?
Flawless, big up everyone. Jess, Ladmus, Victor. Yeah, happy Monday. So
big up, man.
I think second time in 2024 with this amazing calling show. I think 30 in total for me. So
is it okay? Am I right in saying Spurs fan?
Yeah, that's right. You got it correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting good at this. About time. Yeah, but go on, carry on. Yeah, go on, Rafish, carry on.
Yeah, so lots of points really. First and foremost, I've got this water bottle and it contains tears from every Arsenal fan. They're all in the mud, and it's glorious to see them falter. Long may that continue. So, just to get out of the way. So main points really. So I want to talk about obviously Spurs, all things Tottenham. We'll start with the possible signing of Timo Werner. Really, if that goes through now. Obviously, that will split opinions within our fan base. Now, from my perspective, whenever a new player comes in, you have to give him a chance. It's extremely premature to write him off, especially if you sign. Of course, he has his deficiencies. We've seen him at Chelsea in the past, poor finishing. Having said that, his first season was pretty productive. 6 goals and 12 assists, I think. So that's really good, tally. But then second season was difficult, but that's happens, really. So I think in the short term, obviously it's a stopgap signing, to use that terminology. But again, you have to give it a chance. But like I said, it's got a lot of things to improve on. I think if there's one manager who's capable of getting a tune out of him, it's Ange. I think what he's done so far, he's improved players like Ben Davies, Basuma, who struggled last year, especially with injuries and game time. This season looks different. Obviously, he needs to sort out his disciplinary problems. But with Timo Werner, I think for squad depth, it makes a lot more sense, because if you saw our bench against Burnley this past Friday, it's mainly youngsters and youth players and defenders as well. So that's what, a squad depth would work for sure.
No, that's fair. I'm sorry, that's fully fair. And your thoughts on Arsenal? You mentioned it there, Arsenal going out to Liverpool as well. I'm sure you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Yeah. I think most of us are, especially as non-Arsenal fans. I think, objectively speaking, I feel first half they were good, but it was poor finishing. And what baffles me the most is so many different things, really. Like the fact that some Arsenal fans don't believe they need a striker. Like, what planet do they live on? Like, they've had so many chances. If they had an out-on-out striker who could put the ball in back of the net, then different story. But that wasn't the case. And I've seen some big Arsenal channels, not going to mention names because that wouldn't sound right. But they're saying that Arteta's better than Klopp. Arteta's broken Klopp apparently. Like, it's just like Jurgen Klopp has got more credit in the bank than Arteta has. Like, yes, last season Klopp didn't do particularly well because just missed out on the top 4. But before that, he's won the Premier League, Champions League, domestic cups. Like, that's the thing. I think where Arteta's stubbornness is there is he's persisting with underperforming players. Like at the weekend, like Bukayo Saka was off the boil. I think Reece Nelson got substituted, which I think the manager shot himself in the foot because Reece Nelson offered more in attack than, what Saka's done, And it's funny because the last time I came on, Flores, I said all along that Man City have had a bad patch recently, but they're getting players back from injuries. De Bruyne is looking sharp. You saw yesterday proved it. Albeit, yes, it's against Huddersfield, but you still have to perform regardless.
True. Regardless of the opposition, you do have to perform. That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so like if De Bruyne's 100% recuperated and fully fit, also if Haaland stays fit, and more importantly Rodri, because Rodri's the one player that City have to keep fit because he dictates everything midfield. So going into the second half of the season, it's going to be exciting for sure. I think from a Spurs viewpoint, it's to be fair, if we get the Werner deal over the line, it is what it is. If that's the case, and also Dragusin, the centre back from Genoa, we don't want to drag that on for too long because he's the defender that we linked with. So, we just can't afford to muck around in this transfer window.
No, fair. Sorry, I'm just making sure that, man. What's it called? My connection's good. That's all. I'm just playing up.
Yeah, I thought it was my connection too.
No, it's me. It's me.
I think
it's me.
Okay.
No, it's my end. It's my end. You know what I'm saying? I think you could still you can still hear me because we talking. But yeah, it's on my end.
We can hear him, but he's not moving his camera.
Oh yeah. I think Rafish is he there? You still there, Rafish?
Yeah, I'm still here. I can move. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Anything else you wanted to add before we get to the next caller, my guy?
Just one more point, really. So, I think in terms of trophies, like, I don't know. Again, it comes back to, I think the previous caller was spot on. Like, I don't know why certain football fans are downplaying trophies. Like, a trophy is a trophy at the end of the day, whether it's FA Cup, Europa Conference, League Cup, etc. Like, teams that have not won a trophy for a lengthy period of time, like, I mean, Spurs in particular, like, we haven't won a trophy for nearly 16 years now. I think Ange made a mistake with the League Cup team selection, but the past is the past. I think FA Cup, it was a good team selection he put out. The Burnley game we got over the line, but saying that, we made it harder than it needed to be. So that's why we definitely need to add some squad depth with Basuma in AFCON, SARS and AFCON as well. Son's going to the Asian Cup. So in an attacking aspect, we need players to step up, like Richarlison. He's had a good purple patch recently, but he needs to keep going. And if Werner deal gets through, then he could play on either flank, so that will be plausible.
No, first? You know what I'm saying? First?
Yeah, I could.
I hear that, man. I hear that. But hey, Rafish, great call, man. As always, man. Always good to hear from you, my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Always knowledgeable.
Yeah, big up everyone. Thank you very much, Flawless. Thanks
man,
for having
big
me.
up for calling in, man.
RIP to Beckenbauer, by the way. Legend.
Yes, I did see people saying that in the chat. RIP Franz Beckenbauer, 1,000%. Yes, RIP to him.
Yeah, take care, everyone. Have a good one. Yeah.
Hey, you too, Rafish, man. Big up my guy, man.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
First, you only want to see Beckenbauer in his prime, but yeah.
Yeah, this fucking guy, and then it'd be like,
I actually want to talk about actually at the end of the stream, obviously, about Beckenbauer. Yeah.
We get to the next caller. I was just making sure. Yeah, I'm moving. Yeah, my issue's moving dodgy. 2-2s. Hold up, 1 second.
Unless you want to just quickly get somebody in, and then you just
even my phone moving crazy. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Let's get to the next caller anyway. You know what I'm saying? I think this is the first time he's called in. Part of the Pro Clubs team anyway. So if you're on Sarcasm City TV Gaming, would have seen him before. Will is in the building. Yes, Will. You good?
Yes. Big up for you, man. Big up the panel. Come on.
Yes, man. What are you saying, man? Will you good? Yeah.
Basically, I'm all good. Other than the fact I woke up this morning, and I'm seeing Jordan Henderson being linked to Chelsea. I'm gonna say this first, I didn't this guy. I promise you, I've seen tweets. It's like if Conor Gallagher goes Spurs, Hendo's lined up, for
Let's
Chelsea.
Go, man. Hendo to the Chelsea, man. I'm with that, man.
We might should go get him, Conor Gallagher now. Then, if that's the case.
Huh? I'm hearing it's a replacement made up for Conor Gallagher. Jordan Henderson.
Is Henderson not the lesser of the two evils?
No, it's not, bro. What the hell are we talking about? What the fuck?
I'm joking. I'm joking. Relax, man.
I said, what the fuck are we talking about? But yeah, go on.
If that guy comes in, I'm turning off every time I see him start, and I'm turning off the game every time he gets subbed in. No chance I'll be watching that guy play for my club. But hey, the other thing I was gonna say, big up Arsenal, for making my weekend. Couldn't be any better, man. The content coming through on the channel, on the YouTube channels are crazy right now, because those man are proper dead, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Real.
Yeah, there ain't no tears like, it's the one time that everybody like together in unison, like it's like, all right, let's just dance on their grave. It's like the Crip and the Blood meme, and they got the red flag and the blue flag and tying together. And
this is the advantage. This is the advantage. All coming together.
Everybody's just like, there is a great people called Arsenal Football Club, because everybody has danced on their grave, from United fans, Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool. Oh, it's beautiful.
I thought a Stuttgart fan go crazy on Arsenal. Like, it was crazy, bro. Crazy. Everybody you think only the English clubs are out here hating on Arsenal, bro? The whole world,
man. Everyone is getting it together. It's great. You know what I'm saying? It's phenomenal. It really is.
Yeah, man. I hope Mikel Arteta, stays in the club.
Oh yeah. Arteta in 100%.
Arteta in, man. And I hope they don't spend money. Don't fix their bench. Keep it going, man. Because like with that team, I don't see anything changing, to be honest. I only see it getting worse.
I think it'll pretty much be like, just because the talent they have there, like they'll pick up wins and like they'll be in and around. I think they'll in the top 4, but in regards to winning anything this season or winning major trophies, no. I said this.
No, I think it could be similar to what you had at the start of the season. When you pick up results but you're not playing the best, like a couple 1-0s here and there. I feel like Arsenal's like that, but I don't see any Arsenal winning anything with Mikel Arteta there, especially the players, man. Like you can't have Ben White as your starting right back, Sunbed Merchant, and then subbing in Cedric and like Tomiyasu as a replacement to that.
I ain't gonna lie, the Sunbed is crazy because there's so many times I thought it was Saliba. Because it was the white kit, so I couldn't see the numbers on the back when I was watching the game. I thought he was. I swear on my life, I thought he was Saliba at times. On my life, like, I was on the watch log on Twitch, like Saliba, and it's like, no, it's Ben White. I'm like, geez.
Why didn't you watch the game?
Because I always just look at the numbers. So for those that don't know, like obviously they had the all white kit, and the all white kit's actually fire, but the numbers in white. So when you're watching on the TV, you can't see it. Like so many times I got players mixed up, and like at times I thought Ben White was. I thought it was Saliba. Like it's crazy. I also got
how bad were Arsenal yesterday? Because I didn't watch the game.
It wasn't that bad.
I didn't either. I fell asleep.
Terrible finishing. They were just terrible. They were just they created a lot. They just bad finishing.
Wait, so did you Chelsea?
Martinelli.
So what? So Liverpool were lucky to win, or did they?
No, not lucky because Arsenal.
Game of 2 offside.
Yeah, because Arsenal didn't do the business. If you don't do the business in front of goal, like that's not on you. That's not. So I wouldn't say Liverpool were lucky. Liverpool took the chances they got. I think they had 3 shots on target, and they scored twice. I'm saying like the free kick that Arsenal gave away was a silly free kick. I don't know where Ramsdale's got to do better from the set piece. Kirill, I think the ball's come off. He's got to do better there. And then obviously they got caught for the second goal, pushing forward and got counter attacked. So
because I saw the 2 goals, and I saw the free kick from Trent. Did that just go straight in?
No.
I was thinking, why is Ramsdale making a mistake for that goal?
Because I'm like, yo, if the ball's in the 6-yard box and you don't get it, I'm looking at you. That's just me. That's just how.
You talking about the goalkeeper?
Yeah. I'm looking at.
If Ramsdale doesn't try to jump out for the ball, he saves it. It was right down the middle of the he heads it right down.
He probably
tries to punch and he misses it, man.
Maybe, like I say, if the ball's in the middle of it, because it's not even like it was at the edge of the 6-yard box. The ball is like pretty much in the middle of the 6-yard box. I'm looking at.
I can't lie though. See, but this is where I think it's just a dumbness because it's like if I was him, I would just play Raya. Like you clearly don't fancy Ramsdale. Why are you putting them all of a sudden in the cup game that everybody knows you have to win? You need to win the trophy this year. Why are you putting Ramsdale in there if you don't trust him already? So it's like, you know what? I blame Arteta more on that. Right, obviously, individually, obviously you can blame Ramsdale, but
I'm
why
all for it.
This guy in?
If you wanna blame him, and big up to Eli as well for the super chats. Those kits made it look like a Spurs versus Spurs games. I'm glad it just wasn't me who was struggling.
Hey, you know what though? That's why I say they try to copy our whole flow other than actually winning the football matches. That's the difference, bro. Like we actually
they're copying the flow. No, they're copying the flow. They're both not winning titles.
At least we're going through these cup competitions. At least we're going through every time in Arsenal. Where are those? They're getting. Which is the irony, man. It's against what's
Jess, what happened with Fulham?
Against Fulham. Hey, no what's rotation tax.
One of them ones there, yeah.
We played our strongest team, and then we won. I don't care how we won. We won. That's all that matters.
Hey, but you got Werner now, bro. You got Werner now, bro. He's gonna cook.
I talked about it. I'll probably talk about it later today on the show 11. Right for us? 11 or midnight?
Midnight doing the most. For those that don't get doing the most, we'll probably just recap FA Cup games, take Premier League questions, etc.
I think that Werner signing could go 2 ways, man. I think he could. I think with the Ange tax, man, he could look okay, man.
Let's call it it's a horrible sign.
He could
Mount.
He could look like a Richarlison though, which
all over again. It's all over again.
But it's a loan deal. Obviously, they pay all the wages of him. I think it's 190k, 15 mil, like 17 something mil sign on if they want to do it. So I mean, it's not the worst of deals I've heard. It's better than the Havertz, mate. Like I heard those men were trying to pay more for him. The Arsenal fans wanted to pay us more after last night's performance, you know. So big him up.
Oh yeah, Arsenal. We're still waiting for our money, man, for Havertz.
Yeah, pay up. I heard they wanted to pay more for him still, so we need some more cash running in, man. He's scored 4 goals this season. He's kicking more than 4 goals more than two more than Martinelli, probably the same as Jesus, a bit less than Saka, man. He's cooking, bro. Like trust the process, boys.
Yeah, man, trust the process. But Will, Gotta get to the next caller, but big up, man.
sure,
I'll
for
catch
sure.
you on
Big up,
clubs,
man.
probably if not tonight, probably tomorrow at some point. But I'll shout you anyway, yeah? Big up every time.
Anytime,
man. Every time,
anytime.
man.
In a
Big up
bit,
my
You
boys.
already know. Bless,
Big up.
bless. Shout out to Will. And to answer Arts Department, who says, how come nobody wore red? It's an anti-knife campaign. There's a lot of knife crime going on in the country. So that's why they didn't wear red, which is for a positive
Did you
cause. So
hear
I love that. Go on.
There was quite a few like
I don't say, hey,
tweets about-
Ian Wright was
what Rand said, you know what I'm saying, in regards to the anti-knife crime, but now they're asking for killers up front. Go on. Go on.
Speed up.
Come on, man.
What's Sky?
It's
cool.
they're
We're just
tasty
gonna keep
jokes, but they are funny.
It's just very ironic, yeah. When it's just very ironic because they had the campaign going on, and then Ian Wright tweeting, "We need some killers out there."
Yeah, that's funny. I can't lie. That is funny. Funny is funny at the end of the day. But let me get to our next caller. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even sure where he's at because he's always traveling. Manchester United fan, always supporting the channel. Man, like Malcolm is in the building. Yes, Malcolm. What are you telling me? You good?
Listen, man, I'm always blessed, man. Good to see you guys again. Good to be back.
Yeah, man, you already know the vibes. What do you want to say, my guy? Floor is yours, man. What do you want to talk about quickly?
Hey, listen, man. Listen, you guys know every time I come on here, it's all United, man. I have to get down on it, man. But listen, of course, man. But but listen, man. Listen. Let's get down to business. Like, it's a Johnny transfer window, and obviously we have new owners coming in. Like, ever since the start of January, I've been talking about this. I've been talking about the strategy and how Ratcliffe can how can United have a successful January successful transfer window. To me, like, me, right? Like I've never rated Ratcliffe. Like I never really heard about him until he got into the race. What I mean? So like since then, I mean, I had zero expectations, just going into this new Ratcliffe era, supposedly. But like as I said again, for any owner that's owning a club like Manchester United, the only way that you can kickstart, the only way that you're going to gain recognition from the fans, is by having a strategy. If you want to have a successful transfer window, you need to have a strategy in place.
Okay.
Like to me, I feel like that's like the most basics, basic baseline, as an owner, like having a strategy in place, coming up with the plans, like whatever Ratcliffe is talking about in the background, like they need to break it down, look at the players that are out of contract, look at the players that are on big wages, and try and load some of them out. Like, to me, right, Maguire and Lindelof have to be on the list of priorities, of getting loading out. Like
Them plus more, to be honest.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like to me, like realistically, 10 players need to be out, but obviously, that can happen in one transfer window. But I'm just saying, like, I'm saying, like, this, if Ratcliffe, if Ratcliffe says that, he's going to, kind of just, start this club afresh, he's gonna add in new, new philosophies, he's gonna add new, he's gonna bring in new ideas, bring in new people. Then to me, this January transfer window should be, your baseline. Kind of, start off, load some players out, getting some new players in, something fresh. Like I'm looking at that midfield and I'm like, that is going to me that's going to be very key as to how we finish this season. The midfield is just too poor right now. The forward line is just I don't even know what to say about the forward line. Like
it's all bad, fam. It's all bad.
Both we have 4 attackers. Like Sancho's going out on loan, so that leaves us with Højlund, Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, and then obviously you have Martial, but he's always injured. Pelestri, I don't know about him.
I don't know
We've
if you
only
believe in.
seen,
Obviously, we got Diallo's just come back as well.
we got Diallo as well, but we've only seen him, against the Forest game, and
he's off
that's
the bench.
probably he came off the bench. But realistically, like those 4 attackers are always on the starting 11. Højlund, Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony. We always see them. Ten Hag always starts them. In the 11. So you're telling me, like, for the remainder of the season, we are gonna only have 4 attackers in the starting 11.
Maybe because of this advantage. Who knows with this manager?
4 attackers. But I don't think I've heard of any other team that's only had 4 attackers in the starting 11. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys, maybe you guys can let me know in the chat. But it's just to me that's just a net squad on a totally different level. And to me, Ratcliffe, him bringing him, Dave, him bringing him, who's the other guy, the French guy from
Jean-Claude Blanc.
Yeah, Jean-Claude Blanc. Like, listen,
Yeah,
man, like,
I don't even know if he's here. Has he? Cause I know he's been linked, but I don't even think he's here.
I think
none of them are there yet. I don't.
Yeah, not like there's
there
been
would
nothing
have been
official,
official announcements.
Yeah, it's just been links. Yeah, there's been no official. Like I say, I believe all this type of stuff when I see it, and it sounds too good to be true. But Malcolm, I gotta let you go. I'm gonna get through the rest of these calls. But always, man, good chopping it up with you, my guy. Yeah, please continue to support, man. Big up, man. Big up every single time. Large up, Malcolm. Big up to Keep It Level. Says big up to you, man. Anyway, this is my first time in the stream. Hey, big up to everyone watching. Whether you're a regular, whether you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe. Final couple callers before we close out, because I got to get something to eat before this Manchester United Wigan game that we have to do a watch along for, unfortunately. So here we are. So let's get through to it. The very, 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 you know what I'm saying, entertaining, energetic caller. I'm like, LT. What you telling me, my guy?
The dog. The dog.
Yeah.
What
you see, I was contemplating. Yeah, I was contemplating not even coming on this Frank Collins show, but then Flawless, you said something very interesting during the show. He said you don't want a DM. Why is that?
Well, I don't think we need a DM. And in particular,
Right.
Gallagher. Do you want Gallagher?
Right.
Wait. Do you want Gallagher?
Evie Gallagher.
No.
Right, so that's what it is. But no, I don't think we need a DM. No, personally, no.
No, we don't need a DM in the body of Gallagher. Okay.
Well, that's what I meant by when I was saying that.
Yeah, Gallagher has that dog in him.
All right, this is not what we're doing, man. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
man.
This is not what
I don't even. I don't even know why that guy is the captain of Chelsea, but that's a whole other conversation.
Well, that's their lookout. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Gallagher's on the DM. Somebody's a DM.
In case Casemiro does actually leave, like in the summer, or possibly even January, right? Because I think he is going to go if Ineos is really going to be in the business of slashing wages and whatnot. Kifrin Thuram, he's a good DM recommendation.
Because he was linked with Liverpool all summer long.
Yeah, he was linked with Liverpool, and that didn't, that didn't go down. But because of the OGC lease with the Ineos partnership, we gotta use that in effect. It looks like the Todibo deal is actually possibly gonna go through. He's really he's the Rafa Varane replacement, even though Rafa Varane might even stay despite all these rumors. But I think there's a couple of good ballers in these that I like, especially those two. So that's the DM on the hear me out recommendation right there. But yeah, but tonight, man, FA Cup.
Do we win tonight? That's what I want to know, LT. About last year though. Do we win tonight?
I don't know.
Sir Jim, come on, bro.
This guy.
Sir Jim. I don't know. I don't know if you're actually going to.
It is League One, Wigan. Come on, I need a score prediction. LT, don't do that. I need a score prediction from you, my friend.
Oh, okay.
5-0 United.
Score prediction.
Hat-trick.
Yes.
I need that.
I'll go 2-0. 2-0 United. 2-0 United.
Cool.
Nothing
He doesn't send wins.
Yeah, nothing serious, but it's gonna be like, we're just gonna do the job. We're gonna get there, and then voila. But 2-0 Man United.
2-0 Man United. All right, first. And before we let you go, thoughts on the Arsenal going out of the FA Cup.
Man, I gotta say, is it bad for me saying that I feel sad for Arsenal? I know I don't want to shit on the bed, but it is.
You're supposed to kick that dog when it's down. Yes.
But
you're supposed to keep kicking.
But I gotta say,
you're supposed to kick it regardless. You're supposed to kick the Arsenal dog when it's up, and you kick it when it's on the way down. You kick it when it's down. You know what I'm saying? It's that not win, but theoretical dog, people, not literal dog. But yes, you kick the theoretical dog.
I'm saying kick win. I'm saying fuck win.
Yeah, first. But yes,
no, don't say that.
So yes, LT. So yes, LT. Yes, you should feel bad because Arsenal fans, if that was us, they don't feel bad for us.
Hey, no way you might let Jess back up.
Yeah, it's just jazz. I'm just like, I'm too tired. We're almost 2 hours into the shit.
Victor, check the private shop.
This guy is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But LT, anything you want to add before I get to this last caller, my guy?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Go on.
Also, before I leave, I know this is gone for 2 hours. God damn, this is like Avengers. Yeah, before I leave, talking about Arsenal, I do feel bad about them. But Arteta, he definitely shot himself in the foot with buying Havertz and using the Declan Rice money, because that 160 could have definitely went for us and him.
Yeah,
they definitely tried in that terms of prolific. So they really shot themselves in the foot. But you got to blame Arteta, you got to blame the recruitment. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I do have like a couple of friends who are Arsenal fans. So they do blame Arteta. Don't they Arteta out? But Arsenal, I think in a way they're not in a crisis as of yet. They're still 5 points behind Liverpool in the league, but who the fuck knows? If they do lose against Crystal Palace, or if they lose to other teams later down the line and they drop off fourth and they're all the way down in the Conference League, hey man, yeah, it's not going to be a good day. It's not going to be a good day for Arsenal fans. Yeah.
First, man, it's not. But LT, hey, big up, man. Always good.
Yeah, they drop. Yeah, it's always good, man. It's always good.
Yeah, man, it's always good chopping up with you, man. All the time, man. You already know, man. LT, man. Continue to support. I always see you in the chat. I always see you popping up in the fan calling shows. It's appreciated. Thank you, man. Big up. And let's get to the last caller of the day. We switching back, going back stateside, people. We've been everywhere. We've been stateside. We've been places in the UK, been stateside, Canada, India. Yeah, man. We're going to switch back to stateside as well. Kadeki's in the building. Yes, my dad. What are you telling me, man? You good? What's going on?
Well, the Steelers are in the playoffs, so I'm
yes, sir.
happy somewhat, Another winning season, still not an excuse. I need us to book our ticket to the dance in the Pro Bowl, but we just have to see if we can impose ourselves and see what we can do. But
well, hey, before you carry on, get to it first and foremost. Thoughts on Arsenal going out the FA Cup?
No, that's what I'm going on to. That was what I was going on to. Of course, man. It's fantastic. It's as they say, they are, what's the song? We are Arsenal FC. We are by far the greatest team the world has ever seen, I've never seen a club do that shit. Be this shit for over 20. The only club I can think of, I can't even say Liverpool, because these men won a Champions League, used to win Champions Leagues. They just weren't winning league titles. What the fuck have they won?
Yeah.
What? The FA thank you for participating cup. Is that it? Oh, we won the most FA Cups. I'm sick and tired of this. All right, I'm sick and tired of this, and I'm going to start on this.
Cool.
As someone that's grew up in Jamaica, I've supported two teams. Everyone here only knows me as the Man United fan. It's always been Real Madrid and Manchester United. I just don't let anyone know I support Real Madrid because that just seems like a cop out. Let's be real. But when you sign for Man United, You always know, you always heard, yeah, we're trying to win the league, well, not anymore, but that was it. Liverpool can say, join Liverpool, we challenge for the Champions League. Join Real Madrid. When you stand for Real Madrid, you stand behind Champions League. Winning the Champions League at Real Madrid, that isn't a great achievement, it's obligatory. You're supposed to win the Champions League at Real Madrid. You're supposed to win the league at Real Madrid. When you go to Arsenal, what the fuck are you going there to win? Can anyone answer me that question? What the fuck do you go to Arsenal to win?
The Community Shield.
Yeah, and to win the hearts of the people because you play the best football in the country. That's
the hearts of the people. Listen to me.
Hey, Starboy power. Starboy power.
Yeah, man, the hearts of the people, man.
Starboy. Starboy. Every time I hear these, every time I hear these man chatting, oh, is yours gold? I'm saying I need these mans to sign a golden retriever at the end of this season and call it trophies, so they can ask us if our trophies gold. That's what I need them to do. I need a golden retriever at Arsenal right now, wearing the number 10 kit, yeah, with the name trophies. That's what I need them to do right now. That's what I need Arsenal to do right now, because everyone always talks about their man cheating on trophies. These man got knocked out by a 38-year-old Valbuena. Olympiacos knocked these man out of the Europa League.
Was Valbuena in the squad for them?
Yes, he was.
That is crazy.
Yes, he was. Because they had Torreira in that game. I watched it because I was dying laughing. These man had Torreira marking some 6'7" Don at centre back. Some 6'7" Don. Torreira's 5'6", and this man was marking someone 6'7". This man got knocked out by Valbuena. They mocked Chelsea for signing Giroud. Please tell me who dunked on them in the Europa League final again in that 4-0 thrashing.
Exactly. You got a point.
Giroud. Yeah?
I think Hazard, yeah.
Yes. I'm just laughing at Arsenal. I would want Arsenal to actually win something because troops and League Gunner really don't deserve this. But you have people like Igal that just makes it like you man need to suffer and continue to suffer. Any man that says with chess, Declan Rice over Chouameni, you deserve every minor inconvenience there is to happen to you, fam. Fam, I don't pity these man. You're doing a combined 11, fam. If I do Arsenal in 2014, combine 11 with no Arsenal players starting. Name me an Arsenal midfielder that's starting in the midfield of Santi Cazorla, Iron Ramsey, and Mesut Ozil. Which Arsenal midfielder is starting in that midfield?
That's a good question. Who was it? Ozil. Who did you say? Ozil, Ramsey,
Santi Cazorla, and Ramsey.
Ramsey, yeah. It was Ramsey.
Yeah. Ramsey. Yeah, Aaron Ramsey was good. He was good at Arsenal.
Which current Arsenal player starting in that midfield? What? Gibraltar.
Can any of them do the Havertz role in the 8 though?
Can Santi be the
Prime, you got a point still. Because Cazorla's not been misprofiled like Havertz. That's the thing.
All right. I'm asking them. I'm like, they're talking about Saka couldn't bench Theo Walcott. Saka could not bench him. You have Alexis Sanchez on the wing. What is Jogo Finito? Yeah, and freaking Raffaello going to do? Yeah, Raffaello on the left wing and Jogo Finito at striker. What are these men going to do against Alexis Sanchez and Danny Welbeck?
Jogo Finito, that is hilarious, kid.
What are these men going to do? Fam, these guys are looking at this dry ass team and trying to tell me this shit is going somewhere.
Oh, that is good. That is good.
What are these guys on, fam? What? I watch football. I watch Arsenal. I know. Fam. I can't understand what they see in that guy. I don't know what they see in this guy. Yeah, you have freaking B-Tech Rivaldo on the left wing that can't do nothing. In Curtin Smelly over there, and Jogo Finito up top. That has more injuries than goals.
Gingerbread, cry baby.
This man has cried more times than he's actually scored goals this season. What am I supposed to do? You have Miss Ukraine at left back as well. Like, what are we doing? I
See,
can't
this whole
take
team,
you guys serious. I can't take you guys serious.
The striker's crying, the midfielder's crying, the left back is crying.
Fam, these man literally got a donkey in their midfield. How do you have donkey and Shrek? What is this? What are we doing? You have donkey and Shrek in your midfield. What are you going to do? Where's Princess Fiona? Oh no, Princess Fiona is their left back. What am I doing?
That's Ödegaard who's always fixing his hair.
You know what I'm saying? So you have Princess Fiona in their midfield. You have Shrek in Rice. You have Donkey in Havertz. Yeah, we have Farquaad over there at right back in the freaking seaside Maguire. Yeah, but what are we doing? You have the gingerbread man in freaking Gabriel right there, bozo every single time. Like, what? Why do Arsenal want us to take them serious? I'm saying it right now. These mans don't win anything. I said it last season as well. I don't want to hear Arsenal voices. I'm hearing Arsenal same way. You man don't win nothing this season again. You man need to be on mute for the next season. You man need to be on mute for the next season.
For a fan base that don't win anything, they do talk hella loud. I do hear that.
This is the problem I don't understand. And let's go on to us.
Talk about
this game today against Wigan today. I'm going to be kind and say probably 1-0, 2-0 Man United.
Just win.
Give or take.
Just win.
That's all it takes because this I don't get this team right now. So we have Megan Rapinoe right now, the Argentinian Megan Rapinoe right now, that they're trying to make a right winger and he can't play on the left wing. We have Ice Spice's second cousin right now that ain't on nothing. We got freaking anorexic Draco from Rocky up top that has 1 goal in 16. Yeah, we have that paralyzed rat in our midfield right now. We have
16. Hey, big up Tony as well. Big up Tony. Go on, carry
please on. Please put the thing down there because I'm about to get to Scott McTominay.
All right, 1 second.
Please put the thing down there. Okay.
I'm about to dip here, but
hey, Jez, love, I'll catch up with you shortly.
I'm gonna rush the rest of that bigger floor as well. I'm gonna be rushing the rest of it. Go in on that McTominay guy, man. I need a good remix.
Okay, fam. I need to ask a question about this fraud. Scott McTominay should be playing for Aberdeen or Motherwood somewhere in the Scottish Sea tier right now. Everybody always telling me, I'm asking everybody this. They're like, he gets Manchester United. I'm like, I get Manchester United. I'm not good enough to play for Manchester United.
Yeah, I hear that. Same. I get the club. I'm not good enough.
Yeah, I'm not good enough to play for Manchester United, but I can tell you, me with my asthmatic self right now, I'm a better midfielder than Scott McTominay. This man subbed on Scott McTominay against Nottingham Forest, and I'm like, you took off Kobe Mino.
Yeah, you took off Mino.
And you played wannabe Kenny Dalglish over here. Yeah? You're playing fam, I don't get it. You know what is it with Scott McTominay? If he wasn't 6'2", no one would pick him.
Oh yeah, facts. It's all because he's 6. The only reason he's picked for the team is because he is 6'2". That's it.
Fam, I sat down with Saeed and I asked him. I'm like, Saeed, Bruno Fernandes plays football like a paralyzed rat on a machine gun.
This guy is crazy. Your analogies are
right. Like, what are we going to do with him? If you, as a police officer, you are the chief, you're training somebody, one of your officers can empty an entire 3 clips of an Uzi. An Uzi clip holds 35. They empty 3 clips, hits the target at least 10 times. Is that person and would you want that person out on the feet in the fields? No.
No, you wouldn't. No.
Where in a police force can I find an aggressive shooter? Everybody, this aggressive chance creator. Bruno Fernandes has over 133 big chances in the Premier League. 20 of them have led to goals.
Oh, you mean him giving away the ball? You mean?
No, this is his big chances. They always talk about his big chances created. 20 of them have leads to goals. 4 of them he got an assist for. Fam, I'm sitting down and it's just we have freaking Chris Griffin at left back, and what everyone is trying to tell me is who we miss. Chris Griffin, yeah, Chris Griffin at left back.
Yeah.
Oh, Man United are suffering because we don't have Chris Griffin.
So mad.
Yeah, Peter Griffin as well. That everyone's trying to tell me he's having a good season. But we're going to lose. What we want to get rid of Rafael Varane and Casemiro because of their wages.
Yeah, I don't get
because
that.
of their wages.
Like we don't have other players on big wages who are not good.
Eric Ten Hag right now wants to have a say in the transfers. I'm like, fam, you've signed Baba Tunde in our goal. You've given Peter Griffin a chance back at centre back. You got rid of Regulon, who was playing okay for us so far this season.
Has Regulon not been re-signed? Have we let him go back to Spurs?
He's gone back to Spurs.
Okay,
so we are giving Peter Griffin another chance, and I'm hearing we're going to give him another contract. Yeah, 67 points this fucker cost us in 3 seasons, and we're giving Peter Griffin another contract. Chris Griffin at left back that's been here for 10 fucking years and ain't done shit. Yeah. Then I'm looking in our midfield with freaking Joe Swanson and freaking McTominay. He might as well be crippled because I don't know how you have legs and you can't run for shit.
Yeah, he's so bad. He really is. He is awful. Right, Kaneki. You know what I'm saying? Last final point before I let you go, my guy.
My final point is right now with us. You say I'm hearing that from you guys. Excuse me. That we're linked with Benzema. From Man United, stop trying to sign world beaters.
I don't know whether you know what. I'm not even sure him a guy. I think that was just a hypothetical because I've not actually seen.
It is a hypothetical.
I've not seen I've not seen any reliable source speak about it.
No, it's a hypothetical because he's falling out with the manager at his club. I don't want Benzema at Manchester United. I would love him as somebody to teach Højlund. Like when Zlatan was here, you could see an improvement in Martial and Rashford. We all saw Martial and Rashford improve with Zlatan. I would love Benzema here to teach Højlund. I don't want Benzema here because he's going to be playing with a Bolivian fidget spinner and Megan Rapinoe and that rat in midfield. How many goals is he going to score? What is he going to do? They're like you said, there's only so Benzema. I've seen Benzema turn water into wine before at Real Madrid when Real Madrid weren't playing well and he would make a goal out of nothing. He can't do that at Manchester United. He won't do it here. We need to stop trying to sign world beaters. That's my point. Stop going after world beaters. Go after meat beaters. Go after players that can't do better than Manchester United. Like this is the limit of their talent. They can't improve after this. Like Mourinho said, after they leave Man United, they're going to go to like Queen's Park Rangers and Everton. And these things. Don't sign players like Pogba and Sancho that after Man United, they can go Juventus, they can go Real Madrid, they can go Bayern, they can go Inter Milan, they can go other big teams. Sign players that after us, they're going to go to freaking Hull City. Sign them players. Stop signing players that can do better than Manchester United. Because Benzema right now at his age can still do better than Manchester United.
Benzema improves every team. Why Manchester City? He goes into every starting 11 in the country.
I think he does improve Manchester City at least because he would do what Aguero did. Unlike Haaland, though, that you have to feed Haaland. You don't have to feed Benzema.
He's good enough to create for himself. Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
well, that's it.
Yeah, 100%. But hey, yo, Kaneki, blessed for calling in as always, man. Catch up with you soon, my done. You know what I'm saying? Keep supporting, man. Every single time. Man. I always see you in the chat, man. Big up, man. Love my guy every single time, yeah? Bless up. Shouts to Kaneki every single time, people. Hope you lot have enjoyed Talk Your Ish fan calling show live here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube as well. Big up to my guy Eddie in the chat. Eddie, always good to see you. Tony Claude as well. Big up to all of the callers, man. All the new callers. All the regular callers, same for the chat. Any new watchers, salute to you. Eddie, all of the regulars as well. Please continue to support. We will be back in just just over an hour, people, for the Wigan Athletic versus Manchester United watch along FA Cup third round right here on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Then following that, we'll be back midnight for doing the most. It's normally the Premier League show where we look back at the Premier League games just gone. But because there's no Premier League, it will be a sports Q&A as well as discussing the FA Cup ties, plus more as well. Myself, Jez, Ryan will be there, Steve as well. But all these things I mentioned are on the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube channel, which I've already updated till next Sunday, people. So just have a look for that. Let me know in the chat who is live to raid. If not, I'm just literally going to send everybody to the Wigan versus Manchester United watch along. Big up to Stephanie G. Says 87 likes. So yeah, man, large up you lot. We did get a few new subscribers on here as well. It is rolled to 10,000 subscribers. Is Lewis live? All right, we'll raid Lewis then. What show's he doing? You doing a hate along for this?
Yeah, I think he's doing a preview / hate along.
Okay, yeah, we'll raid Mr. Carefree Lewis G, people. Let's get to it.
He started.
Yeah, because I got a notification like
all right,
half an hour
bless
ago.
Prime.
Right?
Yeah, bless. Because YouTube is terrible. I don't know why it doesn't pop up in the search bar thing on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. 1 second.
He's live. I saw it's going live in 30 minutes. I don't think it's actually live.
Well, it's not saying for me. 1 second. My connection moves funny. It's because I got a new tab open. Let me have a look.
Yeah, it's saying it's not live for me as well.
No, I didn't think so. Hey, let me know in the chat if anyone's live. If not, I'm literally just gonna send you lot to, like I said, send you lot to the watch along. So just hit the like button, notification bell on there. Of course, the watch along is members only as well. But yeah, I don't think he is live still. All right, literally just gonna send you lot to the Q&A. The Q&A. Send you lot to the watch along. But hey, man, fan calling show. You get them every Monday, people. Talk your ish every Monday, 4:30 p.m. UK time, open for anybody to call in. So it's good to see new callers on here as well. As always, Prime, Victor, anything you might want to add before we close out?
Watch out.
Prime.
I think it's funny that Man United are having their worst ever season. Chelsea are having a worst ever season after spending $1 billion, and yet we can also laugh at Arsenal. I think that's hilarious.
Gift that keeps on giving. That is Arsenal. Beautiful. Shout out Mikel Arteta. Shout out the Arsenal fan base as well. And love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been Talk Your Ish fan calling show live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.